Need extra space? We rocket storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the 2023 Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Yeah, she will need a nap.
Hello, curling fans from around the world. Here we are this fine Saturday morning, the 10 a.m. draw, our final round robin draw of curling action here at the 2023 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Our feature game today will be Team Kayla Skrlik, undefeated, versus Team Selena Sturmay, 5-1. This game could be a potential playoff matchup. We're super happy to be broadcasting here in the booth here at the Co-op Place in Wetaskawin, Alberta. I have Evan Van Amsterdam here on my left. My name is Jason Ginter, and we are very happy to be broadcasting the game today. As we go through our sheets, we'll just give you a bit of a preview of what you might be able to see on some of the other streams here with Curling Alberta, our YouTube page, and our continued coverage of curling here at the Scotties today. On sheet A, we will have Team Rock. They're currently at 3-3 versus Team Richards 2-4. This game would be a game basically just for placing. I think both teams are eliminated going into this final draw. On sheet B, we have Team Scheidegger currently at 5-1 versus Team Hunkin also at 3-3. Big game for Team Scheidegger as they look to have the potential to earn that berth to the final. On sheet C, obviously our feature game, undefeated Kayla Skrlik versus 5-1 Selena Sturmay. And our final sheet there, sheet D, we have a battle of two teams looking for their first win of the event, Team Stixma versus Team Parent.
Yeah, Jay, should be a great matchup all around, and yeah, really looking forward to this morning.
Yeah, one thing that we've all seen so far this week is that Team Skrlik has really come to play. I think they came into this week seeded number 3 in the event, but after 6 draws of action, they are alone in first place, hoping to finish the round robin with an undefeated record and earn that bye to the final. I think this other team, both teams pre-qualified through points, but Team Sturmay I think was seeded 4th. Just that one slip up in yesterday night's draw, but overall they've had a very, very fine week, sitting with a 5-1 record. The three teams that are still alive here in this Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts would include both of these teams and Team Scheidegger over on sheet B. So we'll keep tabs on all games throughout the day, throughout the draw, especially that Team Scheidegger game, as that might have some playoff importance.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's any doubt that both these teams are playing good curling right now, and yeah, especially should be good.
Yeah, especially Team Skrlik. However, Team Sturmay did win the last stone draw for Hammer, so they will be throwing the last rocks, throwing the yellow rocks. We have Ashton Skrlik here throwing lead stones for Kayla Skrlik and her red stones. So I'm going to go through our team lineups for today. We have throwing the red stones. We have Ashton Skrlik playing lead. We have Jerry Lynn Ramsey throwing second and playing vice for
5-2.
Kayla Skrlik. We have Brittany
Jer.
Tran throwing third stones and taking a sweeping role. And then we have skip Kayla Skrlik.
Good.
I think this team is in the 30s overall in the world rankings this year. Having a pretty good season and obviously a really great event. Then we have Team Sturmay. You saw them in our last night's broadcast. We have lead Daisy Brown, second Kate Goodhelpson, third Heather Nedwin, and skip Selena Sturmay. As you see Daisy Brown sliding out, throwing the first rock for Team Sturmay.
Line's okay. If we can, keep it from down.
What do you think the key to victory would be here for Team Sturmay here, Ev?
Yeah, I think yesterday they
Yep, Earl.
they really just missed a couple opportunities there. So I think main thing here is just finding their footing a little bit. With the hammer here in the first end, I think scoring early, scoring first. Last night they gave up a steal in the first end, so I think really important to get out to any early lead, even if it's just 1 point in the first end here. But I think I think that'll be big for their confidence. And I think just for Skrlik, obviously they're playing the best curling in the field right now, so
Line's good.
doing so with rocks in play, rocks in the ring. So
Line's
just kind of
good.
continue that dominance and yeah, continue to make a whole bunch of shots. So
Halfway.
should be a close and good game.
Jerry. Knife
I know
it.
we talked about
Yep.
briefly before how these two skips have played each other. You probably couldn't even count how many times. So rivalry all the way through juniors and now in the women's ranks, and it's pretty exciting matchup for all viewers.
Yeah, I think this was a matchup that I think these two skips competed in the 2014 Alberta Junior Final. Is that right? Both
Might
teams
be.
have represented Alberta at national championship.
Yeah, I think it was probably the provincial final for 4 years in a row, or at least they
Rolling
were all
over.
kind of in there. So all the way from when they were 17-year-old skips
Hard
till
weather.
they're
Gotta finish
20 years old. So
Yeah, you'd think they'd be sick of each other by now.
yeah.
Hard, go,
I know
go, go.
Kayla actually lined up
Oh,
Selena to play third for her for one season, but that happened to be the season that COVID took out basically for all women's curlers. So they were able to play, I think, one game together or half a game together. And then Selena decided to go her separate way and join back with Kate Goodhelpson and a few of the other University of Alberta alumni members. So they are very familiar with each other, that's for sure. Yeah.
Very familiar with these two teams.
Line's good.
We got a good setup here in the first end. We got an off-center guard and a corner guard, and both teams got their rocks around their
Hard.
respective guards. So
Hard,
should be an exciting first end, which is great to see.
Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it.
This was just curling a bit too much
5-7.
on Jerry Lynn there. Rex on the guard. Gives Selena a chance to
Probably
adjust the
gonna
middle
try it
here
again.
and
Heel.
generate some offense. I was going to check out the curling zone page here, Evan, and see the head-to-head numbers between these two skips. I'm sure they're both in the teens against each other.
Yeah,
but
thanks
we'll see.
to Curling Zone, you can check up those type of numbers really quick and easy. So yeah, it's really handy to have that.
And just clears the guard away. Does the job. And so head-to-head matchup, these numbers date back all the way to 2013, back in the Leduc Lions Junior Women's Bonspiel.
Wow.
Kayla Skrlik and Selena Sturmay have played each other 25 times, at least on record. Selena has the slight advantage, 13-12.
Wow.
So obviously that just goes to show how often they play each other and how evenly matched they are. So.
Yeah, totally. And those are pretty much just games that are on Curling Zone. So yeah, very, very close between these two skips. And I'm sure you could probably add 20 more games on top of that, so pretty easily. So yeah, these two well versed, and it's gonna be great.
That red rock just coming up a bit short, leaving Selena a chance to hit and flop over and sit 2 in the house, as we see Kate Good Helpson sliding out
Yeah.
with her second of this end.
Whoa.
Now this isn't the typical Selena Sturmay roster, is it, Evan?
No, so they got one new player. They got Heather, and then they brought in Daisy halfway through the season. So 2 of their previous players, Paige Papley
Control.
and Abby Marks.
Control.
They played the most of the season with them. Some would consider they're
We
the
might not
regular
hit it
lineup.
out. We need to hit this one. And
But
that.
both of them are representing Canada at the Winter Universiade. So that event is concluding today. So the gold medal games are today. Fortunately, they were unable to qualify. They finished with a 4-5 record. But definitely an amazing opportunity to represent your country at the Winter Universiade.
Yeah, having been at that event at the FISU Winter Universiade, you could just see just how good all of the other countries are and how much better all of the curling is getting across the world. And I want to say on the women's side, there's Team Korea versus Team China, I believe, in the finals.
Yeah, all
so
Asian
you
matchup
you look back 10 years, I don't think either one of those teams would have even been close to the playoffs.
No.
Or those countries. So those Asian countries are improving. All of the European countries are likely getting ahead of Canada now. And it's nice to see Canada even have a chance at a medal now at a World Championship.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's becoming a competitive sport, and it's good to see.
Line's okay. Just
On the men's side, I believe Owen Purcell from Nova Scotia, the Dalhousie University team, was able to win a bronze medal. It looked like he made a 5-second triple or something to set up a steal on the 8th end.
Yeah, it's
to
a
get
pretty
the bronze.
exciting highlight. If you go on, I think Curling Canada's social media platform, they got the highlight of the shot, and I whipped it down the middle of the sheet there, and nice little pick triple, and forced the other skip to make it a tricky draw for the win, and was unable to do so.
Congratulations to that team.
Yeah, big congrats. That's awesome.
We see Brittany Tran here, third for Team Skrlik. Just trying to get the soft weight hit and roll flop underneath that corner guard.
Yeah,
stagger.
plays around the corner guard here.
Whoa! 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 Ashton!
Ashton carving this rock over.
Holy shit.
And a pretty great result for Team Skrlik. Ashton really showing that she can carve that rock over.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
surprising to Kayla.
A lot of finish in that spot there. So, but definitely a great shot. Sets it up.
You probably roll
Any kind of
out
hit would be second shot. So definitely a successful shot there for.
Yeah, with the field being as young as it is this week, it's really impressive to see the athleticism out there with the sweepers. You notice Ashton Skrlik, one of the stronger sweepers in the field, I would say. Really curling that rock over.
Yeah,
and almost doing it too much.
Yeah, it's definitely been part of the game here is making rocks curl. So not only can you hold them straight, you can make them curl a little bit, and especially with those little hack weight shots, if you get your weights right, you can certainly move those rocks.
Yeah, and here's Heather Nedwin throwing her her second of this game, trying to get just around the guard, makes a nice little flop underneath.
Yeah, excellent shot there. I believe the angle's still good enough that they can make a hack waiter around there. So, great shot. Yeah. Can't remove that yellow rock, so we'll see Kayla draw open side and try and set up a force.
Yeah. Saturday we just
She's gonna have to be careful with this one, but I think overall this end is setting up pretty well for Team Skrlik, just to open up with the ability to force Team Sturmay in the first.
Yeah, I think both teams might be happy with this. Obviously, Kayla's drawn open side to sit the 2, but even just for Selena here, she has an open house to score her 1 point, and I think we mentioned that
to draw to pin, or will it be
to score in the first end, not be forced to steal
back.
there is definitely a win for both teams.
So as Kayla's rock comes down the ice here, I'll just go through the Alberta Scotties playoff format. For all the people in the audience that haven't been familiar with the Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts, we have an 8-team round robin. Everyone plays everyone, so they'll play a 7 games throughout the week. The top 3 after the round robin will advance to the playoffs. Should there be a tie for third, there will be a tiebreaker game. At this point in time, we have Team Scheidegger at 5-1, Team Sturmay at 5-1, and Team Skrlik at 6-0. All 3 have clinched playoff spots because fourth place or tied for fourth place, Team Rock and Team Hunt can both have 3 losses. So those will be the 3 playoff teams. You'll see at least 2 of them tonight in the semifinals at 6:30 p.m. And then we'll have the final draw. Whoever places first after the round robin advances directly to the final. And that final will be 10 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. So you'll hear, I think, Ted Appelman and a guest tonight for the semi. For the call, we can thank Ted. He's been great throughout the broadcast through Wednesday, Thursday. And we have special guest Jeff Hoffert on the call for the final alongside myself. So should be great. Should be great action between these 3 teams moving forward as they progress through the playoffs, and one of them eventually becomes Alberta provincial champion.
Yeah, what a lineup we have commentating here, and yeah, it's fun.
You gotta curl. You gotta go.
Good way, not quite deep enough, so it's still open. So chance for Kayla to hit this rock and get the force. A little bit of risk here. Obviously, you can't over curl. Any kind of oven curl might make a jam and lead to a 3 score. So got to be precise here. Got to just kind of commit to making this rock go away and not really caring too much about your shooter.
All right, just forward. Yeah.
You can hear Kayla just say she's just looking for a manageable board weight, just making sure that she can control the rock with sweeping.
Definitely.
Not overthrowing this rock and just making sure she accomplishes that first objective to get rid of the stone.
Absolutely, and then with her sweepers, they can hold it straight.
Ashton!
We're asking Ashton to curl this rock across the center line. And makes no mistake hitting that rock and staying for second shot.
Yeah,
Great
excellent
result.
shot there by Kayla. Making no mistake. Nice controllable weight that they can. They could either held that straight or obviously make it curl. So when you got sweepers like that, you make sure you throw the right weight and manage it correctly.
This is why that last stone draw for Hammers is so important. Although Team Sturmay was kind of behind the 8 ball in the second half of this end, they're still able to have that shot for 1, take the lead into the second, and we'll see if Selena can do that here.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shot here for Selena, and try to get on the board and build some momentum going into this game.
Yep. Yes. Whoa. Yes.
And as they clean the rock in, it is a success. So Team Sturmay with a single point in the first end, they'll take the lead into the second. Hammer will switch hands. Kayla Skrlik will take the last rock. We'll see you soon.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Welcome back to live action here at the 2023 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts. We have a single point scored by Team Selena Sturmay in the first. Pretty well executed end by Team Skrlik, getting that force. And I'm sure we'll see more great shot making in the second here.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing too crazy in the first end there, but definitely some good execution there to lead to the force. And looking like a nose hit here on the rock top four, and try and set up maybe a delayed corner, trying to roll that rock to the side. But even just making the nose hit, and that rock that was in the 4-foot now becomes a rock that's in the top 8. So even throwing a corner guard on the next one for Skrlik even opens up that 4-foot for later on in the end.
As we approach the leads, or the end of the lead stones here in the second end, I just want to go through some local sponsors. Obviously, an event like this can't take place without the help of local sponsors here in Wetaskawin. Diamond sponsors: Manluck Industries, Wetaskawin Co-op Agro, Hoffman's Horse Products. Platinum sponsors: City of Wetaskawin, Ace Manufacturing.
Come this way.
And gold sponsors: G3 Canada and Canterra Seeds. Thank you for your support for this event, Curling Alberta, and all of the curlers in Alberta. Thank you very much for your support. So if you want to thank them yourself, if you're here in Wetaskawin, you can find many of the businesses over beside Sheet A, as they all have their own booths watching the action live. Feel free to give them some thanks. Maybe a cold original 16. And show your appreciation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite the arena we got here in Wetaskawin. Even just in this morning draw, last round robin, it's still a pretty good crowd, local crowd, and
I got 5-5.
That 016 lounge is full right now, so not an empty seat in the place. It's great to see.
So obviously, as this game gets closer to conclusion, we might have the opportunity to map out who places first, who places second, who places third in this round robin. Should Team Sturmay be successful in this game and knock Kayla Skrlik down to 1 loss, and Team Scheidegger win their game as well, we would have a 3-way tie for first place. So if that were the case, all 3 teams would be 6-1, and they would be 1-1 against each other. So there would be no way to break the head-to-head tie, and teams would then be sorted based on their last zone draw for Hammer throughout the week. And I can confirm we have those rankings here.
You don't have to go ever.
Should we have a 3-way tie for first at 6-1, Team Scheidegger would have the best draw for the button, or last zone draw for Hammer. So they would receive the bye directly to the final, and we would have this game here, Team Skrlik versus Team Sturmay, set up for the semifinal. So lots on the line here for those 3 teams. Should Team Scheidegger fall to Team Hunkin, they would fall to 5-2, and Team Skrlik would at least secure a top 2 seed, and that would be the only way that Team Sturmay would be able to secure her place in the final. At least directly to the final.
Yeah, definitely a lot of playoff implications, a lot of different ways it can all happen. So it's pretty interesting to see it. All 3 of these teams could earn themselves the bye to the final. Either team could be easily in that semifinal. So I'd say the easiest road would be for Kayla. Obviously, win you're in, right? So that would be the easiest road, but definitely some interesting implications as we watch this, see how this draw plays out.
Yeah, with these 3 teams being as evenly matched as they have been, Kayla winning against Casey Scheidegger on Thursday night, Casey defeating Selena last night, and then this game this morning, I'm sure it'll be a tight battle. I think it's just really important to get that bye to the final. You have 1 less team to get through in order to make your way to the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Not have to worry about playing that semifinal is always a huge factor, and one that if you're in that spot to the final, then it's definitely a reward.
Here we are, Heather Nedwin here throwing her second stone here in the second end. I might have counted wrong. Might have been her first stone of the second end.
Hard. Hard line. Hard line. Whoa, you're by. Whoa. Whoa.
Sweepers wanted to go early, but now it looks like it's coasting through the house.
3-4.
Just caught them off guard. Might have been a little bit quicker than they were expecting on the way home here.
Yeah, I think kind of noticed that yesterday. Definitely in the even ends here, the speed's a little bit faster, so definitely something to watch out for, and we'll see how that plays out. Also, it could just be early in the game. Teams are adjusting the speed, and yeah.
Yeah, we've kind of seen that all week where teams are missing heavy coming home and missing light going away. So just just takes a bit of an adjustment. It's obviously not the same both ways, but as every curling sheet, everyone's going to be different, and we might see some changes as we get to the end of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think obviously the team that can adjust the best is going to be the team with the best chance to win the game. So.
Lions good.
As there was a hit and roll out, it looks like Heather's going to get another crack at this draw around the center. See if she can make the adjustment.
Room. All you.
This one's coming to the house. Sweepers seem to not want to go too hard on it as it slips just behind the tee line and pokes out the other side.
Yeah, I ran a little deep on him. Two options here for Kayla. They can either draw in there to play the freeze, or they could throw a little hack waiter and remove the rock. But I think I like this call. I think it's a good opportunity to sit shot rock with it basically frozen on that rock. Hard to remove, and yeah, try and get your deuce.
Line's good.
Yeah, tough position for Heather's stone to end up there just in the back of the forefoot behind the hearts. If they were a little bit deeper, it would at least make Kayla Skrlik draw to the back of the four and leave some room for another one. But the way that stopped right behind the hearts there, they can play this freeze and sit right on the tee line.
Yeah.
So rock just slips or comes up a little bit short.
A little short, but that actually might be the best spot for it.
Yeah, the angle is great there. Selena's going to have to be really careful to avoid that back yellow.
I think both of us have seen that shot a lot by Brittany, playing mixed doubles against her a bunch of times. Just the draw to the button in the first end. Kind of a mixed double setup there with the rock in the back four and a draw to the button. So
yes,
well versed in that shot.
Brittany Tran and Erin Slaczynski play mixed doubles together in Alberta, and they've been playing a little bit more each year. I think they started 3 years ago, I believe, and they've won 2.
Yeah. They
started 2 and they won 2.
And the scary thing is they keep getting better.
They just keep getting better. Yeah. So Brittany and Erin, one of the top mixed doubles teams in Alberta, and I would say top. I think they're at least top 20 in Canada through their CMDR ranking. And we'll see Brittany and Erin both at the mixed doubles provincials this year at the Granite Curling Club in Edmonton.
Yeah, back at the Granite.
Yeah, and I think Kayla Skrlik also has earned her berth into that event with partner Greg Hamilton as well. So yeah, lots of success in the mixed doubles side as well as the women's side.
Yeah, it's great to see these athletes both playing both doubles and four-man. Oh, excellent shot there.
And just chisels that away, but does leave a pocket for Kayla to draw into and, like you said, showcase her mixed doubles prowess, perhaps.
Yeah, with a little freeze in the back one. So.
Yes.
Excellent shot there, Selena. Best case scenario was bumping that red rock far enough to sit the 2. So, unfortunately, did leave a pocket, but is sitting the 2. So, we'll see a freeze here by Kayla.
Yeah, like a little bit more.
A little bit, yeah. Try and make a rock in the top house that won't be able to get rid of.
Yeah, pressure shot here from Kayla.
Yeah. Just bite the button. Yeah. Okay. 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 Push comes to shove, heavier is not the worst.
Yeah, nice freeze there by Kayla. Went a little deeper than probably they were hoping for. Opportunity here for Selena to kind of draw down, maybe a little tap and sit shot, but sits in the pocket, unable to remove that rock. So
That was good back 8K, maybe even back 12.
you got to watch that spot. There's a lot of finish there, so not a lot of ice to start out. Maybe tracks a little bit to start, but we're seeing the finish early on in this game, which speaks to the ice crew we have out here, and Matt Yo and his crew, and making just great ice yet again.
Heather really wanting Kate on this rock, trying to hold the line. And gets as close as they can to the nose, sits there for shot rock.
Yeah, great shot there by Selena. So
We're probably just freeze.
decision time for
Can we draw there?
for Kayla here. I don't know
There's nothing else there.
Throwing up on this side.
We could try.
where that rock set up.
Like that's.
Yeah, from the overhead there might be
We could.
Did he throw it up on this
probably
side?
no chance to make a play on that yellow rock that Selena just delivered, but maybe a hit and roll, kind of see
We
what
could probably come off it anyway.
Brittany's
That's
kind
probably what the
of
shot
the team there
actually.
is kind of
Just this.
pointing out.
Yeah, there might be
Probably
the
this
opportunity to
anyway.
kind of go around the horn if they can get super
like,
tight
board?
to that, but
Yeah, and
it
don't
could
even
also
have to
slip right out the
yeah,
side.
don't have to throw it hard or anything either.
Board. Just this.
Could just throw kind of
I
like
don't
a
think
draw
this is
weight at
happening.
it.
It's overburied.
A little bit of risk
Board.
with throwing weight. If you overroll
Like
all
half?
the way through.
This is one of those ends if you're Team Sturmay that you wish you had the hammer.
It should be
That
very
one lonely red back there. That last rock advantage for Kayla Skrlik really proving to be
No.
necessary this
Board.
end to avoid giving up that big one. But really challenging shot here from Kayla. Trying to make that roll inside.
Yeah, a tricky
I
little
agree.
little hit and roll right off that far yellow rock. So
Yeah,
not really around the horn. I don't think what they're trying, but definitely could kind of use that red one as a opportunity to bounce up.
Yeah, last rock here from Kayla Skrlik in the second end.
Whoa! Whoa! Heavy clean! Whoa! Brittany!
Oh, and
Oh,
no
great
mistake. What
shot.
a roll from Kayla Skrlik to score her one here in the second. Fantastic curling.
Yeah, lovely touch there. Sweepers were on it close, and great execution there.
1-1 going into the
Yeah,
third end.
yeah,
Team
yeah,
Sturmay has the hammer.
Good.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Welcome back to Wetaskawin, Alberta, the 2023 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Kayla Skrlik with a beautiful last stone to score her 1 point in the second, with Team Sturmay putting some pressure on her to do that. Taking the tie game into the third. Team Sturmay has the hammer throwing the yellow stones, with Kayla Skrlik throwing the red stones.
Yeah, I think both teams have done a good job without the hammer here, putting some pressure on both teams. But both skips making no mistake with their last rock, and both teams coming out with their points.
Yeah, really good start for both teams, I think, being able to make that last stone and have some confidence going into the third. Both teams are making lots of shots, kind of making sure that they have their angles. I think we'll be likely seeing that continue as we progress through the game. Now, looking across the sheets, we have, I would say the Jersey game here is
strong.
Very strong.
Very strong. It's nice to see every team out here has got their jackets, either from Dynasty or Runback.
Line's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Both companies just make great stuff. So
yeah, it's really nice to see a lot of colors popping out here. If you go through our Curling Alberta streams, you'll be able to watch all of the games. Each sheet has their own stream, so if you want to check out the Jersey game we have here at the Alberta Scotties, you can do that. We urge you to actually comment on the YouTube chat, give us your favorite jerseys, because we're seeing lots of color out here. I think we have an opinion of our own, but we'd love to hear from you as well.
Yeah. Comment your favorite jersey out here. We got a lot of good ones, a lot of different colors, and it's a strong field, not only with the curling, but with the Jersey game as well.
Mm-hmm. As you see, you want to showcase your sponsors at an event like this, and to do that, a lot of teams choose to sublimate jerseys of their own, and you can be a little bit more creative with the sublimation and the color combos and the designs.
No, by itself.
We might have our own rankings of our own at some point here, so we'd love to get your input. Feel free to comment in the chat who you think is your favorite.
Okay, fully buried. Can you see it? It's fully buried. Okay, still hack. Whoa, Ashton, no! Straight! Bridge! Hard! Bridge! Hard! Come on. 12-7.
So unfortunate break there for Team Skrlik. It's just kind of chapping off that center guard. I guess the worst case about it would be that it bumped it to a corner guard. So 2 corner guards to work with for Selena, and plus shot rock. So an opportunity for Selena to apply some pressure here.
I still think this is good. Line's good. Just even. All you, line's okay.
Are we deeper? Yep, go back, Heather. Yep. Hard, Heather, go. Yeah, day you too. Hard, hard, hard. Keep going. One.
Selena obviously wanting this rock to stay buried, so they're willing this rock to go to the back of the house. Looks like it's covered about a quarter of a rock, a third of a rock.
Yeah, I think
behind
that's
that corner guard.
Main objective here. You could even with it back in the house there, you can there's room to fit another rock in there, so you can stack them up. So
yeah, you'll see Kayla try to put a red rock of her own behind that corner guard just to negate that one, and also remove this one on the center line.
Wall. Yep. Hard. Really hard. Whoa.
again, really moving in that spot there. So nice little audible by
10-6. It was good weight
by Kayla, and actually little change of plans there and deciding to go around the corner guard instead. And actually, it's a really good result for her team. And
how much do you have on this side? Like, you can play hacking if you flip the guard, but
so, yeah, a bit of a decision to make. Do you either try to play the run back? Do you try to just peel the guard? Or do you just go after that shot stone?
yeah, I think it's early enough in the end. You still have that other corner guard plus the rock behind it, so I think you can give the run a chance. And even if you just roll your shooter over towards the other corner, it's going to be a pretty good result here.
whoa.
And they get the guard, but they miss the rock in the back of the house.
Yeah, I don't know if they were planning just to a straight peel. There was really no sense of urgency on trying to make the roll there with not sweeping that. So I guess if they're just calling the straight peel, then yeah, great shot.
Gives Team Skrlik an opportunity to chase this stone in the house as well. Looks like it is open about just over half a rock. Kayla will ask Brittany Chan to play about a hack weight shot, remove this stone, and stick in the house.
Clean. Yep. Clean. 11 corner. Clean. Chair.
Looks like just a bit of an overthrow, but good news for Team Skrlik because they still have 2 counters in the house, and the force is firmly on, I would say, at this point.
Yeah, firmly on, but yeah, with that one in the biter in the back, you could hit, but by doing so, you might be looking to make that big roll right behind that corner guard. And really want to use that.
Yeah, I think Selena, she obviously saw the most likely scenario with the takeout being the force, but the blank is still on by at least playing this shot. She did mention maybe we can just draw around the corner guard and ignore this rock in the top of the house. But the safe call, for sure.
Control out here. Got it.
Brittany Chan just trading takeouts here with Heather Nedowin, splitting the house.
Clean.
Just to give you a bit of an update on the rest of the games on the over the sheets here today, we have Team Rock currently holding a 3-2 lead over Team Richards and has the hammer in the third end. We have Team Scheidegger scoring 2 points in the second end to take the lead 2-1 over Team Hunkin. And we have Team Stixma opening a 3-0 lead over Team Parent going into the third end. So still every game within reach. Obviously, we're keeping closer tabs on the Scheidegger-Hunkin game this morning for playoff implications.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we mentioned before, but for those who have missed, Scheidegger does have the best start of the button among the 3 teams still alive in the playoffs. So If there were to be a three-way tie, they'd have the bye to the final. But obviously with Kayla here,
That's fine.
if they get first play, they win this game, then they'd be undefeated, so they'd be in the final.
They coming here.
So that rock coming a little light,
Okay.
looking like it'll be second shot. Out counting the one in the back, but not counting the one on the open side there. So Kayla will be looking to come around everything,
We don't want to give her this double.
sit the 2, and
Right?
look at the force again.
So.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Top 12. Just shot. Full 12. Full 12. Yeah. Yeah. We're 1. Okay.
Yeah, provide. See. Okay. I think we're back to that one. Okay, you need it? No, we're okay. If you're not, you don't have it anymore.
Sweeper's not really liking this as it's coming into the house.
Yeah, it's really sliding.
You have Heather Nedwin on the sweep. It does stick
Sorry.
around for a second shot, so still a good result. Leaves a very thin double attempt, or at least a chance for Selena to come down to that stone. So.
Yeah, I think an opportunity here just to kind of come around everything. Maybe use that thing as backing. I guess if you do use that as backing, then it just gives an opportunity for Kayla just to freeze on it again. So
yeah, it looks
put
like
the rock,
optimal.
Put the rock right in the broom.
Is
that
right on the tee line there.
Yeah, right on the tee line. Right where Heather was putting her broom.
I think this is probably max, but it gives you room to finish it. 5? Okay.
Selena Sturmay with her first rock in the third end. She's had great draw weight thus far, this draw. Coming down last end to play that little tap back to force Kayla into that tough shot.
Really wide here, looking to curl it over.
Yeah, we did note that it might be a little heavier coming towards the away end, but this one's slipping just behind the tee line, coming right down to the face of that red stone.
Yeah, so it is shot rock, but like we mentioned, sliding a little deep, so the door's still open for Kayla just to freeze on top and kind of finish it with the force.
How much can you see?
Now, they're asking maybe we should play the takeout. What are your thoughts there on the takeout versus the draw?
Yeah, I don't know if I love the takeout. Risk to that would be obviously either hitting the guard or worst case scenario would just be hitting a half rock on that one Selena just threw and rolling out, killing your back one and making a nose hit for 3. So
right on
I think this is the best shot. Just
a little
go to the back one. I don't think you want to leave this one short.
Just can't bounce off with
I think leaving this one short kind of makes a little hack weight opportunity for Selena to get her 2. So this one a little different than Selena's. You really want to make sure this is frozen on the back ones.
This has been a game of kind of just tempering risk. You know, you have 2 great last stone shot makers that have the ability to get the big end, and you know, at any time you can put the force on, I think they're going to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, the way these teams are able to generate offense.
This one really needs to curl in there with them asking Brittany to carve this stone in. And it comes right down to the face. Pretty good result, and it looks like does the job.
With like a 10.5.
Yeah, it's close. There might be an opportunity to get on the low side, but definitely would bring some risk into play.
I think Evan, if you do hit this one hard enough, that yellow should continue to spin with the rocks kind of being as lively as they are and spin out of the house, or at least outcount, or so that top 12 rock, that red one sitting over on the left side of our broadcast there, should outcount the yellow. So I think this will only be a shot for one, but
I think this is a shot for one, and if it happens that the red one goes and the yellow one stays, then if they get there too, I'm sure they'd be more than happy with that.
Yeah, obviously a bonus if they can. And
yeah, I think this is definitely a shot where you're throwing for the nose, trying to get your one, and if there's a bonus, there's a bonus.
Yeah, just got to be a little careful here, obviously. If they do ever overcurl this one and that yellow rock doesn't stay in the house, there's an opportunity for a steal for Team Skrlik. So, yeah, just being careful here. Making sure that you accomplish task number one to stick around.
Absolutely.
Heather has Daisy on this early.
Whoa! No!
And yeah, that's a pretty good shot. We have a score of 1 yellow. So 1 point for Team Sturmay, taking the lead into the fourth end. Team Skrlik will have the hammer.
Need extra space? We rocket storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the 2023 Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Hair tight. Early.
And we're back here, fourth end action here on draw 7 of the 2023 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Kayla Skrlik taking the hammer with with Team Sturmay having a 1 point lead after Selena was able to make the nose hit in the end of the third end. As we get into the fourth, I'd love to just talk to you a little bit about Curling Alberta's 50-50. So Curling Alberta will run a 50-50 that I think the draw takes place. I think 50-50 tickets are able to be sold between 9 a.m. and the draw at 10 p.m. So I think the last couple of nights the draw would have been around $5,000. So get your tickets at curlingalberta.ca/raffle. All proceeds go to the Wetaskawin Curling Club and Curling Alberta, who maintains to support grassroots curling across the province.
Line's good.
Yeah, definitely go get your 50-50 tickets and yeah, go try to win some cash. Easy cash, tax-free. Tax-free? No tax-free?
5-1.
Yeah, I think we've had 4 lucky winners thus far for the first 4 days, and I'd expect these weekend draws to be our big prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Evan, you were talking about jersey rankings before, and I think you've created your own. I'd love to pass this one off to you and just kind of go through the field. Give your opinions. Obviously, these are just Evan's opinions. These aren't
obviously
hard, fast.
My opinions mean nothing. So.
Yes, but if anybody really cares.
If for all of you out there, I hope everybody got a chance to check over all the jerseys out here. These rankings have nothing to do with any science or anything like that. Just my opinion.
Definitely nothing to do with the skill level of the teams.
No, 100% not. Honestly, but it was tough to make this ranking just because honestly everybody has got a good look out here.
Yeah, the fits are all top notch here at the Alberta Scotties.
So in my 8th spot, I got Team Rock.
Whoa!
Unfortunately, just a little too plain, I think, with the black and the white for me. Next, I got Team Richards with the U of A jackets. I don't know, maybe I never went to U of A. Little bias there, maybe. I'm sure for all the U of A listeners out there, they'll have them a little higher. You're alumni, so you might have them a little higher on your list.
Oh, definitely, yes. Those Pandas jackets are iconic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Next, I got Team Skrlik, our feature game here. Nothing against their jackets. They're actually they'd be pretty high on most lists, but they're pretty good.
Whoa!
Next, I got a Team Stixma with the green shoulders. Actually, I'm a lime green guy, so it's kind of crazy. They're halfway up my list, but I'd say the main thing that they got going on is their fan support out here. Team Stixma is showing out, and you know they're a Stixma fan because they got the green toques.
The lime green toques, you can see in the crowd.
You can see, I think I easily see a few. You can look behind their sheet. They're out, and there were probably easily a dozen out here in last night's draw. So, yeah, the green toques, that's a good touch. I like that. Next on my list, I got again our feature game, Team Sturmay. I think they made it pretty high on my list, mostly just because their top sponsor, their main sponsor. Pretty generous, also sponsors my team, so they gotta earn some
I'm not sensing
points
any
there.
bias in your list here today.
No bias at all. That'd be Papley drilling. And next on my list is Team Hunkin. Team Hunkin, I like their jackets. I like the purple. I'm a fan of the purple. Purple on the top and kind of like the green. Looks good. I don't think they're not for everyone, but they're for me. I like them. Next, I got Team Scheidegger, just a sharp blue, just a good look there. And number 1, I got Team Parent. I like their light blue and the little fade they got going on along the sides, and along with the black. It's a good accent, and it's a good looking jacket, Jay. What are your thoughts on the list?
You know, I think if we were drafting jackets, we might have had different teams.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I think I might agree with a couple of them. I agree Team Parents are very sharp. You know, what they may lack in wins on the scoreboard in the games, they definitely have won the jacket game this week. So that's nice to see, at least, you know, showing your sponsors and looking good out there. So they've got accomplished number 1, but you know, I think it's always fun to just have a little bit of a rankings. I'm a big rankings guy.
Yeah,
so
we love our drafts.
Yeah,
here.
love our drafts. So kind of a fun little game we can all play when we go through the events. And I think if I can shout out John Cullen, I think he does a jacket ranking for the Scotties and the Briar every year too. So I'm sure I think Dynasty covers those. So you can make your rankings of your own.
Yeah, let us know what your favorite. If you disagree with me on my list, no offense.
I think out of everyone, I think Team Skrlik, their jackets are really sharp. I think they would be higher on my list for sure.
They are. It's
and
good jacket.
there's just something to playing well. You know, it makes the jackets feel like they're nicer. I don't know what that means,
That's
but
very true.
you know, if they're playing well, I feel like they just look better out there. You know, they look more confident. They rock the jackets.
Kind of like back in the day, like the Chicago Bulls when they had Jordan, like their jacket's iconic.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Right now, Chicago Bulls, I don't know, not quite the same feel.
Not the same. You're right. Yeah, they are rocking the Chicago Bulls colors too.
That's
the black,
why
red,
I
and white.
thought of it.
Just try to get to nose. We can even throw back line if you want. Okay, back line.
I like the creativity with the one sleeve being different color than the other.
Yep.
That's a nice touch as well.
That's true. The best jackets I've ever had a different color sleeve, and it's something more teams should do. I think it's a good touch.
I think I would agree to disagree with you. I think those might have been your worst jackets ever.
Okay, it's close. No, Jared.
Brown just doesn't work for me, Ev.
No, Jared.
I'm a big brown tan guy.
Ah, gotcha. Great shot there from Brittany Tran.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Keeping that rock right on the face. And I'm hearing duck calls in the crowd. I'm not entirely sure if that is in support of Team Skrlik, but a little duck call after Brittany made that one.
Yeah, absolutely. So call here for Selena, making the nose hit. Looking to unlock the back one, but the main thing here is remaining on the nose.
Freeze it, this one's never leaving town. Back 8 and just try and bump this one a hair. Stay on nose.
I got a text message from my grandmother, Marilyn Monroe. She just said that Riders are green too, so she really likes the green color. Big Riders fan in that household. And she did marry into that name. She wasn't born Marilyn Monroe, but I thought that was just a nice little shout out to my grandmother there.
Whoa. Kate.
Watching, I think, all the way from Medicine Hat. I'd love to hear in the YouTube chat, where's everybody watching from today?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, I know this YouTube broadcast is likely available across the country and maybe across the world, so it'd be nice to see kind of where everybody's watching from.
Back line.
Yeah, great shot there by Heathers. The main thing there was sticking around on the nose.
Back line.
Making sure her rock's impossible to get rid of without losing the back one, so excellent shot there.
Yeah, these two teams really came to play today.
Line's good. Yep. Line's. Whoa.
Just looking to come down and basically do the same thing, just with a little less weight, trying to keep that red rock around and keep that red rock on the face.
Hard to it.
Nice shot.
Yeah, pretty great shot there. Setting up a little double freeze.
Yeah, both rocks are now frozen onto Yellowstone, so both are very difficult to remove. Selena's going to have to be creative to maneuver her way through this end.
Yeah, tough call here. You could either try to make another play on it, or see what Heather's pointing out there is even just to guard it up. They're sitting shot rock, and yeah, you could just kind of leave it at that. Force Kayla to make a tricky little run back.
Just off center. Just fighting center.
Obviously sensing a bit of an alarm bell is going off in Selena's head now, knowing that yellow rock can be removed, and just trying to make this as difficult for Kayla Skrlik as possible, throwing up that guard.
Yeah, I think best case scenario here is you can actually not only make the guard, but you might even be able to overlap the guards a little bit too, so make it impossible to make a run back. You have to peel it out and then replace the guard, and then Kayla would have to make it on her last.
Yeah, one shot that maybe isn't made as much as we would have thought is the guard, just making sure that line and the weight are they're both really important. It's just as important as the draw shot. But yeah, teams just sometimes they over curl, they throw them a little bit heavier and they slide too far, curl too much. But it looks like she made no mistake with that one.
Yeah, no mistake there. So we're gonna see the double peel go up for Kayla and makes Lynn have to replace it, and then it's gonna be a run back for one.
I think the important thing for Kayla, she's just mentioned, she wants to stick around over in the side of the 8-foot zone, guarding that, so that she'll have an option to play the angle / run back on her last and use the stone that she's about to throw. So obviously thinking a shot ahead, wondering what she's going to have to remove that yellow stone, because she knows that Team Sturmay will likely just toss the guard back up.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Jay. Obviously you don't want to run the opponent's rock into the rings. You'd prefer to run your own rock. So I think sticking the shooter would be the main goal here, and then you can use that and try to get your two.
Well. Shoot.
Pretty close there, just didn't quite roll as far as they would have liked, and they're still actually guarding a little bit of the red stone, just leaving Selena the same shot to cover both run backs.
Yeah,
unfortunately for Kayla.
Unfortunately was able to or wasn't able to make a little bit more of the roll. So Selena's able to stack them again, just a little piece under, little tuck, and like Selena mentioned there, and try and make it a pretty tough shot for Kayla.
Yeah, if she can put this in the right place, there might not even be a shot to score.
Yeah.
Sweeper's right off of this one. Hoping it catches a little bit of frost to slow down as this one creeps into the house.
Yeah, mistake here, but actually might have got a little lucky with the way that that finished up.
Yeah, the way the angles
Is it there?
are shaking, it looks like they should be able to remove both yellows, but they'll have to watch the jam at the back of the house.
If I throw it hard enough.
Looks like if we had a teleprompter and we're able to put some arrows down, that the red rock should slide towards the left. It's just how far is it going to move after it runs into the yellow?
Yeah, I think you're probably looking at a little bit of drag effect here, Jay. Obviously, I think
and whether I
naturally
push this
you'd be looking
enough.
to hit it more on the right side with the initial thought, but actually with hitting it more on the left side, it might drag back
we
closer to the rock on the button.
We need to for the angle.
So left side, you meaning closest to the guard?
Closer to the guard, yeah. Closer to the center line side. So on the nose or even a little low side, crossing the face, and might be able to touch the one off the button and for sure
they might
get
not
your
all
one.
stay.
Might have a chance for two if it misses the grouping in the back, even hits half of it and rolls off.
See how far that red rock goes too. Like with the drag, it might actually stay somewhere in the 12-foot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And obviously, keeping the shooter around is super important here for Kayla.
I think Kayla did mention that she's going to throw it pretty hard, so we'll see how much these rocks will fly.
Kayla shooting out of the hack like a bullet here on her last rock in the fourth end. As we expected, that disc did run into the back 12 rock. A score of 1 point for Kayla Skrlik. Great throw. And I think both teams will be happy with that one as Team Sturmay takes the hammer into the fifth.
We literally just pushed it to the back, so.
Need extra space? We rocket storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the 2023 Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
It's got to be in now.
We're back here, fifth end action at the 2023 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Sorry.
Sentinel Storage has a great history here in Alberta. From their humble beginnings in 1998, they have grown into the trusted leader in the self-storage industry. Sentinel Storage is there for their customers in times of life transitions, providing Canadians with convenient, safe, and affordable storage and moving solutions. Curling Alberta thanks Sentinel Storage for their dedication to our female athletes and their ongoing partnership of curling in Alberta. We've had Sentinel Storage on
Always
for,
Heather's rock.
I think this is year number
girl.
4 or 5 here at the Alberta Scotties. We can't thank them enough for their continued support of curling in Alberta.
Heather, you gotta go. Really hard. Go, go, go.
Yeah, so yet another corner will go up for Team Sturmay here, and
Guard.
another center guard for Kayla. So we've seen a lot of aggression in this game so far, and it's been great to watch. A lot of great shots by both skips and really the rest of the team too. So yeah, we'll see how this end plays out, but it's been great so far.
If you look at the scoreboard and you just see a bunch of ones on the board, you think, oh yeah, I know maybe this game's kind of boring, but
Line's good.
no, we've had a lot of action, a lot of play back and forth, and it's just been a matter of the team without the hammer kind of having the advantage over the team with hammer, getting those forces. But we have seen some very well executed last stones just to get the 1 point. So I'm sure we'll see more of that moving forward.
Yeah,
might
absolutely.
have the chance to maybe play with a little more risk and bring those multiple scores in play.
Absolutely. So as you see the center guard go up, decision time for Selena. She can either go around the center and play to the center, or maybe even play to the wing.
As we look across the sheets, we have a few score updates to report. Over on sheet A, Team Rock is out to a commanding 7-3 lead after the 4th end with hammer, as they scored 4 in the 3rd end. So and we're able to pick up the force in the 4th. So they will take the hammer and the lead into the 5th. Team Schadiger up 3 points to 2 over Team Hunkin, and they carry the last rock. So they are in control of that game at the moment. Team Schadiger currently 5-1. And then we have over on sheet D, there was a score of 7 points scored for Team Stixma. So they're out to a 10-1 lead over Team Parent.
Oh, how did I miss that? That's a big score there, Jay. So
hard line.
It's their closest sheet to us. I can't believe I missed that. Too dialed into our game. So
well, it has been exciting. Yeah, when I looked down, there was a lot of red rocks in the house, and I didn't see any yellows. So
well,
yeah.
Luckily for me, I can go check out the stream on Curling Zone and Curling Alberta's YouTube channel. So I'll maybe go watch that back, as 7 score in one end. That's no joke. So
I just kind of caught it actually out the side of our broadcast here. You can see the sheet D scoreboard, and when some of the curlers are sliding out. It caught my attention, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Both teams over there looking for their first win, and obviously Team Stixma, I think they've had a chance to win, I think 3 or 4 games, and it's just kind of been a story of not being able to close out the games. You know, the one game they had a 4-point lead against Team Rock after the break, I believe, and just let that one slip away. They've definitely played better than their record has suggested this week.
Yeah, definitely a good team in Team Stixma. Just unfortunate out their week.
Oh man.
This rock is just over curling. They mentioned just soft, so either a release or soft in the weight. Kind of one of the first openings we've seen out of the team with hammer, being able to score a two almost a whole game. So we'll see what Team Sturmay can do with this opportunity.
Do you want to try the tick? Yep. Hard. Whoa.
And they're playing shot for shot here. 1 miss from Team Skrlik and 1 miss from Team Sturmay. So
yeah, I think luckily for Team Sturmay there, the miss that they still left guarded on the rock in the rings there. So bit of the pro side miss there, I guess. Tapping that rock and leaving it.
Doing this.
Yeah, definitely fortunate for them. It does leave Kayla Skrlik a chance to draw around some of these guards and really sink one.
Top 4.
Yeah, definitely.
Get the force back on.
Definitely a lot of rocks in play here. We're gonna get a pretty exciting little finish here. So
the two of them, both teams are just concerned about this intermediate path. It's not the typical draw path that you'd have right to the button. It's more of a in between. So not necessarily one that would go right to the corner guards that they throw every end, and not really one towards the middle. So speed might just be a little bit different. They had a bit of a conversation before that shot just to figure out what's the speed.
Gotta be biting the 8.
This one's diving towards that guard.
Oh man, yeah, 7-5.
Just light. Another break here for Team Sturmay.
Yeah, unfortunate miss there for Team Skrlik, leaving it as a higher guard.
You can.
It's not really a path in towards those corner guards unless you go super wide around and with the in turn. I mean, they technically can draw around to the side of the forefoot with the out turn, but looks like they've elected to continue to try to go behind the wall of corner guards. Play this little hit and roll. This might be the easiest way in.
Yeah, I think that's the best way in, actually. And not only do you, will you end up rolling behind the wall of corners, but you end up getting rid of that rock that Kayla could use later to come around. So I like this call.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
This one's really going early.
Hard, Daisy, go.
Getting the rock by and kind of giving up on it after the guard. They could have potentially held that one a little more to get it close to the guard, but still a great result. Good sweep from Daisy Brown, and
yeah, that's actually that's
actually in a pretty great spot.
It's a really great spot there. So one that Kayla's gonna have to deal with, but unfortunately where she's gonna roll to is not in a great spot, like she said.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to make a business decision out there, and as soon as you're close to hitting those guards, you just kind of back off and make sure you don't mess anything up in the house.
Yeah, as a new front end player, I especially a guy who sweeps on the slider, I'm the second I see a guard, I am hitting the brakes.
Okay.
See, I'm the opposite. I like to just run right into those guards, and sometimes that means I fall flat on my face.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a weekend without seeing you kick a guard.
Yeah, probably you watch that video a few times during every weekend? Or?
Yep. Yep.
So hack waiter attempt here.
Yep. Yep.
Looking to hit and maybe stay there.
Really trying to hold this line. They're actually rolling underneath the guards.
All right. Good shot.
Not bad, but I think they were hoping to stay there, to stay within the control zone to at least be in the way of Heather and Edwin's draw here.
So draw here for Selena. I think your objective here is you don't necessarily want to get this thing fully buried. I think you'd actually want to keep this more open on the right side, on Selena's broom side, just because. If you bury too much, you might leave a hit and roll back for Kayla. So tricky little spot here, and
line's good. Just a piece of the 8.
Just I guess we can report over on sheet B. It appears Kristen Streifel is throwing last rocks now for Team Jesse Hunkin. I'm not entirely sure if it's a health reason or a team decision, but Jesse's throwing the lead stones, I believe. So they've just moved everybody up the lineup for the final game of the round robin.
Right here.
Yeah, a little lineup switch around. I don't know if to maybe find some new chemistry or just try out some new things.
Top 8.
Knowing that they're unfortunately out of the event, and maybe it's a experimental time for the team for going into the next few events.
Yeah, for the teams that are eliminated from playoff contention, and this might be a tough draw, just knowing that whatever they do, they're not going to be playing moving forward. But just being out here, soaking up the great atmosphere we have in Wetaskawin, the arena ice, getting as much experience as you can, that can be a win in itself. And
you have to let it stop.
The pressure kind of it's gone at this point for them, and they can just go out and have fun and potentially make some of those lineup changes.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of the knock with the round robin is you do get as some call like meaningless games, but But obviously, there's no such thing. Every game matters, either for pride or there's always a game that matters on the other side. So
yeah, just know that you're playing in an event that there could be 20 to 25 teams here in Alberta that wish they could be playing in. So
absolutely,
just being thankful for that opportunity to be out there on the ice today and make a difference, at least on sheet B in the playoffs. Maybe he's playing spoiler.
Hard. Big sweep here by Kate.
This one goes towards the guard. Oh.
Oh, there we go.
And Kate, good helps in pulling a Jason Ginter there out on the ice. Tripping over that guard, but she was trying her best to get it by. Unfortunately, just not successful, and they just wicked off the guard.
That is the first fall we've seen on air here while commentating, and it would make sense. It would be Kate. Kate tends to pull the Jason
She
off.
gave it her all. I think that I'm proud to have known her.
Yeah, so. Kate has some. That's quite the highlight reel of.
Just leaving a little bit of her pride out on the ice. I would say more. It looks like she is doing fine. She's smiling. She's laughing.
She's an experienced faller, so she's able to leave with a smile. So as long as she's okay, and it looks like she's up okay. So a bit of a
top 8
with racking on that guard, a bit of a miscue for team Sturmay. So chance for Kayla to wrap around everything and
sounds good.
Yeah, put the force back into action.
Probably have to sort of stuck. Line's good. Line's good. 5-3, 5-2. Make it good. Make it good.
So running a little bit deep, maybe than what they were hoping for. But it's still pretty high off the tee line, so it's still in a really good spot for Team Skrlik there.
Yeah, it looks like they can roll underneath, but there's no double accessible. So
I think the main thing there is that yellow rock that's on the far side is it's gonna be impossible to bring that into play now.
It's never stupid to
looks like Selena's eyeing up some sort of combination on the guards. Just trying to open that up. What do you think of that call?
You want to call time and talk about it? Timeout.
Yeah, definitely an interesting call. I like this call if you can take out one of the ones in the rings along the way. If you can do that and open it up, it's actually could be a pretty good end result for.
I think if you're drawing, you need to basically just out count this one then, but I don't know how you ever get that one out done for your multiple. What if you just... I'm thinking, what if you're just here half open and leave that for free? If you're half open, she can probably only play just through at it. Just try and lock it on the corner so I have something to come off. And okay. I'm going to throw my 6 first, which I think curls a hair more, but that shouldn't matter. Still thinking there.
So it looks like they've decided to just play the draw around at this point.
Yeah, I think
having a nice long discussion about their options, and this is what they've decided to do. Why do you think they did that, Ev?
I think this is the right call. I think not only getting draw weight for maybe a tricky last rock here, but maybe an opportunity to be buried and sit shot and put some pressure back on Kayla here by putting a rock in a good spot.
Obviously, this one needs to be put in a very good place, otherwise the steal is in the equation. Sweepers really wanting to go on this one.
Looks a little light.
Oh, not the way they wanted to miss that one.
Yeah, unfortunate miss there. Fortunately, the pro side was probably more on the heavier side, but so opportunity here for Kayla just to guard it up and make a really tricky shot here for Selena.
Yeah, you can see the momentum kind of change with that shot. You know, now Kayla really has the.
Yeah.
She can sense blood in the water. You know, she has the steal locked up as long as she guards this draw path.
Yeah, I think not only you're trying to guard the draw path, but you're also trying to guard that hit and roll. That hit and roll, there's a chance for Selena to hit and roll off that one on the edge of the forefoot.
Yeah, she might be actually steering Selena over to that intern / run back. She might get fortunate. There might be an opportunity there for Selena to score. But obviously increasing the level of difficulty with this guard.
Okay.
Whoa!
So last shot here by Kayla looking to make the guard.
Ashton?
Careful.
Looks like it's running a little bit
Really
on.
hoping to get some curl.
Okay. 6-6.
And looks like she's made no mistake with this one. Curls in. Is there a port there?
Yeah, it's in a perfect spot. It looks like Selena's not even looking at it. So
She is looking at it now, Ev.
she's now looking
She
at it.
must have heard you.
You know what it might be?
I don't think you ever get shot by playing that.
So she's just looking at her options. She has the option to play that angle / run back and make contact with at least one of them to only give up a steal of one, or they can play the port and for sure give up a steal of one. No chance to score.
I'm really not seeing that hole.
Yeah, I don't know
It's really tight.
if Heather's wearing a mic, but you can just see by the way she's talking that the pro side to just making the hole, and even if by hitting the one you give up the steal of one, but you're still well in the game.
Really lucky.
By making attempting the angle run back, you put a little bit more risk of bringing the 2 steal into play. So it becomes a little bit more tricky just to make contact. So
Yeah, this is one of those decisions that you know
really hard to shoot
you have a young skip that likes to throw the high hard one, and you have a third that's skipped at the Scotties before that might be able to provide some guidance for the young skip. But it seems like Heather's been basically giving Selena the green light to play what she wants this week.
I guess if you think about it, it's a bit of a 50-50. It's a really tight hole. So obviously you wick a guard with the hole. It's pretty much the same result of a 2 steal. So it's one of those we've looked at in previous games of whatever the skipper's feeling. It's up to the third to kind of just let it go and trust his skip is gonna do the best she can to make the shot.
This might be time to put the record button on as Selena tries to make a highlight reel shot here to score her point in the 5th.
Yeah, big shot here.
Last stone 5th end, Selena Sturmay. This one just over curls.
Yeah, over curl, and luckily it did jam, but it looks like the shooter rolled in enough to only be a 2 steal. So 2 points, Team Skrlik, as we finish the 5th end.
Yeah, as we take a commercial break here, Team Skrlik taking the lead into the 6th.
Need extra space? We rocket storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage. Proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the 2023 Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
As we're back here at the 2023 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts, we have two final scores to report. Team Rock really brought the fire this morning with lead Rochelle Brown into the lineup with a 12-3 victory over Team Richards. That'll allow Team Rock to finish their event here at 4 wins, 3 losses. Team Richards falling to 2-5. Sheet B, Team Scheidegger continuing to retain the hammer into the 6th end against Team Hunkin with Forest Rock thrower Kristen Streifel. Obviously our feature sheet, we have Team Skrlik taking the lead with a big seal of 2 in the 5th into the 6th. Team Sturmay has the hammer there. And we have another final after that 7-ender with Team Sixma. That was just too much for Team Parent to come back for. Even though they were able to finish their week with a score of 2, they will finish their week at 0-7. Team Stixma getting their first win 10-3. So yeah, just 2 more games left on this draw. We have both of the games, I think, with the most importance left in these middle 2 sheets.
Yeah, definitely. These teams really playing for something, so maybe a little less of the aggression.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to just kind of throw caution to the wind when the game doesn't mean as much, and it looks like some of those teams playing more aggressive obviously help them get some big scores. But yeah, really nice to see these 2 games that have a lot of meaning still stay close. And what did you see in these first 5 ends?
That was a good throw.
I saw 2 teams that were both pretty aggressive. Both teams were able to set up pretty good, and the skips were just making some good shots. Yeah, to score their points. I think the team without hammer has actually been set up a little bit better than the teams with the hammer. In the first 4 ends, Skips were able to make their clutch shots for 1, but unfortunately, really tricky shot there for Selena to make contact on the angle run back, which resulted in a 2 steal for Skrlik. So pretty big swing of momentum there for Team Skrlik as they look to remain undefeated.
As we get into the 6th end, we have JC Brown versus the Mop. And unfortunately, the corner guard does slip into the house. Typically after the 5th end and having that bit of a break in the Mop coming out, we see the ice speeding up a little bit. And that seems to be the tendency. You see it so often, and you think teams would adjust, but it still just rears its ugly head every now and again.
It is, yeah. It's definitely tricky. Yeah. You kind of get your draw weight down for 5 ends, and all of a sudden, boom, it's half a second faster.
Kayla really wanting them to sweep this early as Ashton let go of that takeout.
All the way up.
Great sweep from Brittany Tran.
No, don't roll it.
And still makes contact and sticks. So wonderful sweep there from the front end of, or the 2 sweepers of Team Kayla Skrlik. Just tight. Never a doubt.
Yeah, just a little tight, but I think the weight was good. If anything, a little heavy. So.
As we approach the final 5 ends, the final half of this game, do you think there are any matchups that we want to maybe highlight between these 2 teams?
Line's good.
Yeah, I think definitely. Sometimes it comes down to just the thirds matchup. So the thirds matchup has been kind of the main thing for the swing of momentum. So we'll see how Brittany Tran for Team Skrlik and Heather Nedwin are able to battle it out and maybe free up the Skips, make them play a little easier shots as they have the hammer.
17.
Yeah, with these teams being as evenly matched as you can, if you can get a 5% edge at a position, that could be the difference in the game as we get into the finish.
Absolutely. If you're looking at 5%, it's pretty much 1 extra shot, and that's sometimes if you can make 1 full extra shot there, then your opponent, you're going to set your team up for success.
Line's good. Yep. Yep. Really. Yep. Hard.
With these rocks being at the back of the house, it's
hard.
It's a bit risky for Team Skrlik to throw a guard onto them and give Selena something to just draw into. So they're just coming right into the house again with a 3rd stone.
Good.
With the rocks kind of grouping on the
I
side
think you can ever just push this one here. That's pretty good.
Selena's looking to maybe set up a pocket back there and roll a shooter to around the corner guard.
Yeah, it just shows how important those setup rocks are, especially with lead stones. The rock slipping deep, but Selena having Kate sweeping that in for distance just to make sure that if Team Skrlik were taking it out, they would roll behind the tee line, and now they can use the rocks. So even though Daisy didn't have perfect draw weight on her corner guard, they were able to get something out of it to be able to set up the rest of the end.
Roll shooter.
And it just sits right in front of the red stone. Pretty good result there from Kate Goodhelpson.
Yeah, they're pretty grouped together, so
if you pick it,
the jam possibility is there with those rocks, and looking like big weight here by Team Skrlik and Jerry Lynn.
Yep. Whoa!
Jerry Lynn Ramsey, one of the few athletes in the field here with some Scotties experience, playing out of PEI.
Good.
We also have Brittany Tran with some Scotties experience playing for the Northwest Territories.
Yeah,
so none of the players on this sheet I think have represented Alberta at the Scotties, but both in a great position to do so this week.
Yeah, it's nice to have some experience on your teams, something that you can rely on. And
gotta go, Dave.
I guess I stand corrected. Heather Nedwin has a lot of experience representing Alberta at the Scotties.
So just a little off the nose there, creating a little bit of an angle. So pretty makeable shot here for Kayla, and able to roll over and remove that yellow rock.
Again, it just seems like the team with hammer just hasn't been able to come out to a very advantageous position. Like the juice hasn't really been set up for most of the game, you know, and when there is a chance, that team with the hammer just hasn't been able to kind of twist the knife.
Absolutely.
We'll see. I mean, this might change as the end progresses here, but this is still looking like it's pro Team Skrlik.
Good shot.
Great sweep there. Able to hold the line and prevent the jam.
You can, but you're always gonna stay nose. You can just tap it back. Stay there. Back 4, back 8 at most.
Now, Team Sturmay is in has a 2-point deficit, so obviously they're trying to manufacture some points, making sure that they keep their opposition stones in the back of the house to be able to use them later in the end. You know, they could just walk up there, play the double takeout, and leave the rock in the house and potentially generate a 2 using the corner guard later in the end. But I think they see the importance of just using these stones. What do you think, Ev?
Yeah, absolutely. I think
Gotta go. Go,
able to keep these rocks around,
if
create some jam opportunity.
Yep, straight.
This one's just a little bit heavy, trying to clip off the red, and unfortunately they don't. But they do sit right in front of the other red stone, so decent result there for Heather
A
Nedwin.
little bit of an overthrow, but also he curled a lot, so
Okay, but yeah, maybe 11.
not quite the result they're looking for, but still a good end result. So same idea here for Team Skrlik. Kind of remove that yellow rock, avoid the jam.
Ashton!
Sit the 2.
Clean!
Keep the
clean!
fortune point.
Yep, line! Clean! No, roll.
11-1.
And rolls behind the corner guard as well, so no double accessible for Team Sturmay, and
Yeah, no double, but two rocks that you can easily freeze to.
gearing up for another at least attempt at a force for Team Skrlik. They've been very successful without the hammer today.
Yeah, so there's 2 options here to freeze to, Jay. Which one did you pick?
I think you want to make sure that you can use that corner guard if you can. So if you end up just coming down to that rock in the side of the 8-foot and just tapping it back a foot or so, trying to keep the angle on it, I think that would be optimal. Leave that shot rock there. You don't need to worry about that yet. And then you can, at least stay a corner baried on the corner guard. I think that would be a good result.
Yeah, I do agree. And that's and the team agrees too as they're playing the freeze around the corner.
Just coming in here, it looks like it has the right weight as long as the line is okay.
Straight.
Oh, and just what the doctor ordered. Great shot from Heather Nedwin.
Excellent shot.
What do you like?
So
here?
able to make the little freeze bump, sit shot rock or sit second shot rock, and
yeah,
make it pretty tricky to remove.
Yeah, just a quarter. A quarter.
Yeah, lovely touch there.
How much can you see? A quarter? Half?
I think this is a call that Kayla makes this. It's likely her only call,
Yeah, straight pick.
but making this shot, it gives Selena the chance to just come right down to that rock they just tapped there and generate a 2 that way, at least an attempt at a 2. Great shot from Heather, even though we might still be seeing Team Skrlik lie to at the conclusion of this. No mistake there. Great shot from Kayla Skrlik.
Yeah, nice pick. Now decision time, same idea. You could either freeze around the shot rock or freeze around the corner guard.
So I think if I lock it on there,
a little change of plan here for Team Sturmay, looking to actually freeze to the shot rock.
She's got what? Or she comes here and I have a double to roll out, right? I was saying edge for.
Evan, would you ever try to come down to the rock that's behind the corner guard?
think you could. I think the problem
Even a
with
hair
that
less if we want to get low
is
side.
then Kayla would basically remain shot rock, so she could either just ignore that and choose either guard or throw another one in a second shot. So I think the decision here is to freeze to the shot rock and force Kayla to make a play on that one as Team
Yeah, he
Sturmay
can never
will be
get
sitting
slightly
one.
low on it. It's really good.
The nice thing here too is if you can
Sweet for weight first,
freeze
though.
more on the away from the center line side, there might even be a chance that if it's perfect, it might even be impossible to remove as it might jam on the other one. So opportunity here for Selena Sturmay here to.
It's important she doesn't move this rock at all. Just rest up right against it.
Yeah.
The level of difficulty on a freeze like this is pretty high.
Very high.
He's got to put this one right on a dime, right in front of that red stone. As this one looks like it's just got too much gas here as Jalen Ramsey sweeps it into the back of the 8-foot.
Yeah, a little overthrown there, so wide open.
Probably like normal with this turn.
Pretty close for weight, but as Selena said, just needed less ice. That rock stayed too straight, and the line just didn't want to cooperate for them.
Normal.
So chance here for Team Skrlik just to nose
Normal.
it.
Try to roll it your way, Britt.
Roll
Even if
a little
roll
bit
out,
maybe to not leave
okay.
too big of
Better
a
than
pocket
leaving her a pocket.
allow Selena to
Yeah, this is almost better not even staying in the house
Yeah,
than
normal.
sitting right on the nose, because then Selena can just use the same exact draw pass she just had. So I'd be surprised if they play this roll quite aggressively to get it over to the edge of the 12. Unsure what to really do with it as it was hanging there, but objective number one, let's get rid of the yellow rock and put the force on for Team Skrlik. So
It'll curl once it crosses.
very well executed end again by Team Skrlik, showing why they're undefeated thus far this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they've been very strong with even without the hammer. So putting a lot of pressure on the opponent, Skip, to make the shot against multiple red rocks.
Last rock for Selena Sturmay here in the 6th end.
Whoa, clean.
Third, Heather Nedwin likes this.
Yeah, great shot.
Great shot. Score of 1 for Selena Sturmay. Heading into the 7th end, Team Skrlik has the hammer and the lead. We'll catch you after the break.
Need extra space? We rocket storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the 2023 Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champion.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Take a look. It's really
And we're
running
back
off
here in the
really
7th end of action here on draw number 7 at the
Yeah, you gotta
2023 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Heather, go, go,
This
go.
end is brought to you by
Go, go,
Scotties
go, go.
Kruger Products. Kruger Products is honored to be a part of an iconic Canadian event and are proud to be the longest standing sponsor of women's sports in Canada
you
for
can
over
probably
40
roll it.
years. we look forward to another incredible display of skill, talent, and competitiveness right down to the final rock. And Evan, we talked about this on the broadcast yesterday. Scotties and Kruger Products have been a crucial sponsor for curling in Canada and women's curling specifically. You know, the Scotties is basically the name of our Nationals championships. People just refer to the Nationals as the Scotties. That's what it is. So
yeah, I don't know what the National Championship would do without it. So it would they just go hand in hand, and yeah, it's clearly the sponsor of women's curling here in Canada.
Yeah, you know, if you're looking at picking up sponge towels or Purex toilet paper, I think that you'd be supporting curling as well. So
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you to Kruger Products.
As we take a peek at the around the rings on sheet B, it looks like Scheidegger is carrying their 3-2 lead. They have 2 straight blanks, so looks like they got skips rocks here in the 7th end in that game. Scheidegger is sitting the 2.
Line's good, all you.
Looking to score 2.
Line's great.
As we come back to our feature game, we've seen Team Skrlik very much control the game without the hammer. It seems throughout that's kind of been the narrative of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Usually, you think the team with the hammer has most of the control with their the setup, but Team Skrlik has done a great job preventing the Sturmay rocks from accumulating in the rings, and really that's the name of the game there.
Clean.
So we saw Ashton's first. Her tick attempt just overcurled a little bit. So
Brittany.
Looking at a
Hard, Brett.
Had a hit and roll attempt.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, great shot there. Nice touch there by Ashton, able to stick around.
Yeah, nice for her able to adjust after the miss on the first one to make the second one with no mistake.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, oftentimes the keys to any end of curling is just trying to be able to make the shot after the miss. So whether it's your shot or if the opposition shot, I can call them Sam's shot after misses. If you can make your shot after the opposition misses, obviously that's going to put you in a huge advantage, and oftentimes those will be kind of the swing points of ends. So you know, we've seen a few examples where the opposition missed and the team right afterwards came back with a miss. So it's really, really important for both of these teams to, you know, when they see the opportunity, to take advantage.
Yeah, we see there Kate looking for a high guard and little deep, little tight, and almost kind of an off-center corner guard. So Kayla will totally ignore that and just take out the one on the center line and try and open up the middle for her last.
Kayla really wanted them to get on this early.
That's okay.
And an unforced error from Jerry Lynn Ramsey.
Yeah, talking right there about the Sams, the shot after misses. So a little bit of a missed opportunity there for Team Skrlik that now leaving a center guard. So you'll see Team Sturmay come around it and try to set up an angle.
You can sense a little bit of, I don't know, nerves or just uneasiness out of Kayla Skrlik in her voice after, you know, a miss like that. You know, she sees the opportunity that this game presents, and you know, having the lead this late in the game, it's easy to get ahead of herself. And you know, the moment like this, she's been in finals before, but never this far into the Alberta Scotties. So it's really interesting to see how she reacts as she moves forward through this game and through this event.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned that how many times she's played Selena herself, but not quite on this stage of being at the Alberta Scotties. So really big opportunity here for Kayla, and yeah, she obviously senses that, and yeah.
Yep. Yep. Clean.
And comes back with a great throw by Jerry Lynn Ramsey, getting rid of that tight guard. I think that was the one they thought was the problem rock.
Yeah, for sure. So now another guard attempt here for Heather, and you'll have 3 guards to work with. So eventually at your end, Selena will be looking at a come around and try to get a force.
Yeah, if she has the opportunity to steal, I also think she'll take it. You know, being down in the scoreboard and not having the hammer, it's obviously control for Team Skrlik, just trying to get back to a point where you feel like you can get that control back if you're Team Sturmay.
Line's fine. Whoa! No.
You know, it doesn't have to be this end either.
No.
You know, there's still 4 ends to play, and this one being one of them. And obviously it'd be important to try to do your best to generate some offense or get that force this end, but you often see teams try to get it all in one end and then play with too much risk. And
yeah, and then all of a sudden they're giving up 2.
Yeah, 2 or 3 coming back the other way.
And I think with that biter back there, it makes it a little trickier now to force without making a really good come around on those guards.
Mm-hmm. As you see, this one just stuck out on the other side. Great weight, but just unfortunately just had a little bit of an overcurl with that guard being as high as it is. You'll see Brittany Tran trying to just poke it out with that hack weight.
Jer.
And she makes the hit and flops close to that off-center guard.
Yeah, good shot there. Now Selena's kind of forced to address that that rock in the rings.
Back 4. Back 8.
Calling just a back 8 draw.
Might be a little tight with that hole there.
The double. It's like less than a quarter. It's really thin. I think you just tap
Heather taking her time in the hack.
Back 4, back 8.
Not 100% on this call, maybe.
Yeah, not too sold. It is a pretty tight hole, pretty tricky. You're going to need back house weight. Trying to hit it on the angle, try to maintain that angle on that red rock. Even if you can hit it on the inside and roll behind the corner guard, could be a good result for Team Sturmay.
Hard line.
Really important for her to get through this port. This one's diving towards the off-center guard. Looks like it's just an underthrow there from Heather Nedwin.
Yeah, just took off hard there.
And this would be an example of one of those opportunities that if Team Skrlik decided they wanted to go for it here, they could flip the switch. They've been playing fairly defensive this end, trying to play lots of peels. Would you ever consider just drawing around these center guards?
Yeah, absolutely. I think trying to sit with that out turn, full come around, would be a great opportunity to set up a 2, maybe even 3 score and really put a stranglehold in this game. But Kayla's I think a little more defensive, which you can't argue with either. So making sure she opens up her path to score 1, really trying her best to take the steal out of play and can't knock her for that call.
I think she'd be really happy with 2 points here, and I think that call definitely said that. You know, they're sitting 2 points in the house. Selena's gonna have to make a really great shot to make this rock sit under cover with this hit and roll to get the force on. And I think Kayla just says, you know what, I'm gonna make you work for it. I don't want to have to work for it too much.
Absolutely, and I think the main thing with that too is it's a hit and roll that's gonna have to be made too. It's not a free draw around a certain guard. So the hit and roll is definitely a little bit more tricky than just a free draw. So yeah, definitely a good call by Kayla, and tricky little shot here for Selena with some pressure on.
Mm-hmm. Oftentimes the best call is the easiest call.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really close there. Rolled it a tiny bit, but not enough to get all the way around and all the way buried. So opportunity for Kayla here to make the hit and roll herself.
Yeah, this is sneakily approaching a 3 potential here if she's able to make this roll.
Yeah, if she's able to make this roll, you're almost looking at a run back attempt for Selena to try and remove some red rock. But
and how about the viewing of the on ice lounge there? Those fans are up close and personal with these athletes out here.
Yeah, sometimes you see some family members right there, and they're able to chat with their favorite team, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, what a great atmosphere we have here in Wetaskawin. We had Avenue 65 here last night.
Put on a great show.
Some live entertainment, putting on a great show for everyone in attendance. And I think the patch will be open again tonight.
Yeah, so if you want to listen
like
to,
a half to me.
it's a good show, good band, coming out to Wetaskawin.
I think half is pretty close, thick half. I think that's tough to make that roll perfect.
For anyone missing the beginning of our broadcast, we will have no tiebreakers for this championship round, so our semifinal and final times have been set. The semifinal will take place tonight at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. It looks like it will be featuring one of a combination of Team Scheidegger, Team Skrlik, and Team Sturmay. So both teams here in our feature game, plus Team Scheidegger. So depending on how the results go towards the end of Draw 7, we'll know who's going to be playing in which game. The final will be set for 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. You should be able to watch all games via the Curling Zone YouTube page as well as Curling Alberta's YouTube page.
So double attempt here for Selena. Trying to make both these reds go away. And
Whoa! No!
Oh, and just jumped the sweep a little bit too much. Unfortunately, the miss gives Kayla Skrlik a chance to hit the house for her 2 points here in the 7th end.
yeah, so you saw that the hit and roll by Ashton early with her second rock early in the end, and it's gonna come into score. So not often you see an early rock like that coming into play, but as a new front end player, I think you always gotta shout out when the front end rocks come into score.
I'm sure Ashton will be talking about that in their between end meeting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, I scored my rock.
Subtle brag that her rock scored.
Yeah. Last stone 7th end for Kayla Skrlik here in this Draw 7 action. Sweepers haven't really put a broom to this one.
Looking better from here at least. Yeah.
This one sliding into the house.
Sliding needs the brakes.
And the brakes go down and the rock ends up in the house. 2 points for Team Skrlik. They'll take the 6-3 lead into the 8th end here in Draw 7 at the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Sorry.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
As we get back into action here at the 2023 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts, we have a score update. Team Scheidegger scored a single point in the 7th end as Team Hunkin has the hammer, down 2 points playing the 8th. They're in 3rd stones. I think they're just slightly ahead of our feature game.
Even just looking at the house there, looks like Hunkin is hitting to sit the 2. So looking at a deuce maybe in that end, in that even end, to make for a pretty close finish.
Yeah, you know, this game obviously has playoff implications with Team Scheidegger in the game. And the semifinal might be a great opportunity for some of the fans to come out, support the team, support the event, and buy some 50-50 tickets.
Buy some 50-50?
Yeah, so I would like to just say that Curling Alberta just, they have 50-50 draws open daily at 9 a.m. They close at 10 p.m. So if you're in the crowd and you see somebody wearing a yellow 50-50 bib, walk up to them and they'll sell you some 50-50 tickets. You can also purchase 50 tickets online. The 50-50 tickets help the Wetaskawin Curling Club and Curling Alberta, who invest in grassroots curling across the province. Buy now for your chance to win at curlingalberta.ca/raffle. Just to give you an update on our jackpot, we're approaching $1,800 already this morning, or just this early afternoon. And we had jackpots of approximately $5,000 in the last couple of nights.
Yeah, which is great to see.
Really great to see. I think it might have been a maximum last night. I didn't get the exact number, but big prize to be won tonight as well.
Lions, hair tight.
So Daisy Brown looking to put up another corner guard.
Gotta be pretty close to even here.
Really big here for Team Sturmay to get a multiple score to get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, the first two score with the hammer we've seen this draw. Obviously, Kayla Skrlik was able to steal 2 points, but this one's just a real big momentum changer now, with Team Skrlik having a 3-point advantage, taking firm control of this game, forcing Team Sturmay to put those 2 corners up and play very aggressive. I think we'll see a lot of rocks in play for them, maneuvering rocks around, having a bit of a sense of urgency this end.
Yeah, absolutely. If especially for Team Sturmay, if they're doing a little bit of window watching, they're seeing that there's a close game over there on with Scheidegger and Hunkin, so there's still a chance for them to get the 1 seed, even with the worst draw of the button. So with the win here, they'd have the head-to-head record over Team Skrlik. So still well into this thing, and all 3 teams fighting for that first spot.
Right, I guess.
To the final.
Yeah, let's give them an update. So hypothetically, if Team Scheidegger were to win, and Team Skrlik were to win, we'd have each team basically clear. We'd have Team Skrlik first place, Team Scheidegger second place, and Team Sturmay third place. So Team Scheidegger would play Team Sturmay in the semifinals, with Skrlik clear to the final. If Team Sturmay were to win, it would drop Team Skrlik down to 6-1, and there'd be a head-to-head tie there. If Team Scheidegger were to win, we'd have a 3-way tie. And since all teams beat each other, they would have a 1-1 head-to-head record. It would go to the last zone draw, and Team Scheidegger would hold the advantage there. So if that were the case in a 3-way tie, Team Scheidegger would have the bye to the final, and this game, our feature game here, would be the semifinal. And of course, if Team Scheidegger were to lose and Team Sturmay were to win, there would be a 2-way tie for first, and we'd have a head-to-head tie break.
My brain hurts.
Yeah. I hope you wrote that down, because I don't know if I'll be able to repeat that.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive, Jay. So yeah, a lot of hoping from each team. Obviously, Scheidegger's hoping Sturmay wins, but Sturmay's hoping Scheidegger loses. It's a lot of fun here. That's part of sort of what you get here in a round robin format.
For sure. How often, as an athlete out there, you're playing your game, how often do you find yourself looking at the other scoreboards?
As a player who was skipped before in the last 5 years, definitely as a skip, it's hard not to look over and watch, just with all the free time you have back there. But as a new front end player, it's a lot more difficult to do that. A lot more on the go with watching the other team's rocks and timing hog to hogs and stuff like that. So probably not too much. Most teams should be pretty focused on their own game, and
you got to deal with your brother there talking back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
A bit of an unforced error there, jamming on that rock and sliding very close to the bumper, but they were able to get rid of that Team Sturmay stone.
Yeah, they're lucky. The boards are regulation distance between the edge of the rings. I'm sure at some clubs sometimes they're a little bit more narrow. So
yeah, they used every piece of ice they had there for that shot.
They got all of it there.
Hair tight. Okay.
Sometimes at some rinks they don't even have sideboards, so if you ever get a situation like that, it's up to the player's discretion if it hit the boards or not, which can cause a bit of an issue.
Luckily, we do have replay, so
we have replay.
At least at this event, if something like that were to happen, we'd be able to watch it back on the stream.
Yeah, I think we'll make the argument to every
Pulling
club
this
that's
one.
saving money on boards. They got to buy
Deal.
cameras to install replay.
Yes, yeah. Save money on boards, but buy cameras. Unfortunate miss there from Kate Goodhelpson as that rock slid through the house. Leaves Team Skrlik an opportunity to remove one of these guards,
Whoa.
these corner guards.
Jer. Good.
And Brittany Chan makes no mistake.
Just a little update on sheet B there. Team Hunkin was looking to make a nose hit for 2, but unfortunately rolled out on their nose hit. So it is a 1 score for Team Hunkin as Scheidegger will carry a 4-3 lead going into N9.
And it looks like as Jessie Hunkin is preparing to throw her lead stone, they're smiling, they're laughing, they're having a good time out there at the Alberta Scotties. So there could be a lot worse places to be for them, even though they have been eliminated from playoff contention.
Absolutely.
Yep. Well. Good. Board. Can you see this?
So the rock slips a little bit deep, pokes out the other side.
Probably control.
Kayla asking for control weight, so it's exposed enough that they're definitely not concerned about sticking around in the house. Just trying to get rid of the rock, and they can see enough that the control weight should be able to do the trick.
Yep, they already got shot rock on the side 4.
Whoa. Close.
Any kind of sticking around could end up just leaving as backing as a jam possibility for Team Sturmay. So just hit, roll out, be a perfect shot.
Jer. It's rolling. I'll give you more, Heather. That was me.
And good result. Gets rid of that rock and forces Team Sturmay to make it better.
Lines. Close room. Lines good. Close room. Yep. There it goes. Line's okay. Wait only.
Yeah, weight looks okay here. Just really sweeping for line.
We have Kate and Daisy hard on this one, trying to get it by the guard. And they do just wick it. And pretty good result. They bury about a half a stone.
Roll it to here. Yep. Even if we roll
Almost got it by. That weight would have been perfect.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
So tricky little shot here, and it looks like it wicked the guard, but still ended up half buried with the way it spun down. So
I agree.
still got to be pretty precise here for Kayla.
Board. Follow my shooter.
Kayla Skrlik has been making all of these all week. She's been fantastic out there
Yep.
with her sparkly 6-0 record. Definitely been the class of the field thus far.
Fuck, Jerry.
And of course, that might have been a commentator's jinx there. My apologies. She just wicks off the guard.
Yeah, that really took off on her there. Brittany tried her best to hold it straight, but wow, really took off. It looked like at the hog line they thought they had it, but unfortunately it did curl up a little bit at the end. So
yeah, they weren't really on it early. Just caught them there. A little more curl than they were expecting.
Like if you nose or roll a hero, it's...
So chance for Selena to hit and sit the 2, and like we said at the start of the end, get your multiple, get back in this game, and...
Harry, I think it will move though.
Where's the best spot to roll this rock?
Yeah, I think if you just place this one with as much separation as you can. So if you can roll this one over to the right of our monitor here, into the 12-foot, I think that would be
I think roll
a great
away.
result. Yeah.
I think nose hit might leave a double, and I'm sure Kayla's gonna take it on now that guard is fully out of the way. So
they could get a little risky and roll underneath the guard, but it still would leave a double opportunity for Kayla as well.
So roll to whatever spot's gonna be best to not leave a double.
Whoa!
And they have roll in the rock. Actually, to a really great spot.
That's a really great spot. Yeah, that's...
Control.
Yeah, the double is very thin. Kayla Skrlik won't even try to take it on, and she's going to try to play the roll instead.
Yeah, great shot there. So,
Yeah.
hit and roll attempt here for Kayla, trying to get it under everything and maybe even getting a force out of this thing.
Control.
Yeah, I mean, two isn't the worst case scenario here for Team
Yeah,
Skrlik. They would still
exactly.
maintain control of the game. But I mean, you have no risk at least trying this. So if they're able to make it, it's going to force Selena into a tough one.
Absolutely. And I think you just heard her say that even nose is okay. Make sure we make contact with this rock, not get too aggressive with the roll. Because at the end of the day, taking the lead into the ninth end with the hammer is the main objective.
Again, having Ashton Skrlik try to carve this one in. And yeah, just playing it on the safe side, hitting the nose.
Nope, just easy. Hair more, Heather.
Selena Sturmay having an open takeout here to match the deuce that she gave up in the 7th with a deuce of her own.
Yeah, try and turn it into a 1-point game, and that should be a close little finish.
It's kind of came out of nowhere here after that miss shot from Kayla Skrlik. But last stone here in the 8th end for Selena Sturmay.
Whoa, right off.
This one really hanging out there. But she didn't need the sweepers at all. As she is successful, she got her 2 points in the 8th end, cutting the gap to 1, 6-5 for Team Skrlik heading into the 9th.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Sort of tight.
As we're back in action here in the 9th end, we have Team Skrlik out to a lead, 6-5 over Team Sturmay. Team Skrlik has the hammer throwing red stones, with Team Sturmay throwing the yellow stones. This end will be brought to you by Original 16, the official beer of Curling Alberta and local ice lounge sponsor. So if you see back behind the home end, we have an on-ice lounge here for the first time I've seen at the Curling Alberta Provincials. Original 16 products are sold there, one of Canada's most successful regional brewers and an internationally recognized producer of world-class beer. They pay a premium to make sure their beer is made with the best ingredients, and they have a brewmaster with dedication to education, experience, creativity, and craftsmanship. Curling Alberta would like to thank Original 16 for your continued support. For those of you at the Original 16 at the event, Original 16 beer will be available in the Ice Lounge. Thank you, Original 16. So, Evan, what did you see there in the 8th end, just to complete that 8th end of play?
Yeah, it was definitely a simple end, and just a little unfortunate miss there by Kayla, flipping the end around, setting up the 2 score for Selena, and she made no mistake. So 2 points there on the board, and now we got a nice 1-point game, and it'll be close little finish.
And with a great tick shot there from Ashton Skrlik, it was really important for Team Sturmay to put that rock on the center line, utilize the no-tick zone, and unfortunately it was just off center. Gave Ashton a chance to play the tick shot. What do you think we're going to see out of these teams as they play the 9th?
Yeah, obviously I think with Team Skrlik having the lead plus the hammer, they're going to want to be a little less aggressive. They're going to want to open up the rings and give Kayla a chance to draw for her 1 at the very least.
7-7.
And just vice versa for Team Sturmay. They want to
Top 4.
stay aggressive, put guards in play. They need rocks in the rings in order to generate a steal or even a force.
This?
So,
No.
that would be their objective, I guess, is to get the force or even steal.
Okay, top 4.
I think any kind of multiple here for Team Skrlik will be a huge advantage going into the last end. If they're able to get 2 points here, they'll carry a 3-point lead going into the last end. And 3 points
Line's
are
good.
it's hard to score. Not impossible, but definitely pretty tricky.
Line's good.
Evan, if you're Team
All you
Sturmay
guys,
here, would you rather
top
give
4.
up
Line's
a force
good.
of 1
Just
and go
starting to
down
curl.
2 points with the hammer into
Round.
10, or would you rather take a
What's
steal
up
to
to
tie
me?
the game going into 10?
Yeah, I think that's a tough
Okay,
call.
I got
It's
a
a
4-9.
bit of a 50-50 nowadays with the ability to score 3 with the 5 rock rule. So it's
Okay.
a bit of a 50-50. I think
4-9.
having the hammer is always an advantage, but even a tie game with the no tick rule on the center line, it brings the steal into play as well.
Yeah, just showing the importance of putting those rocks on the center line. Daisy Brown was able to do that with her second, and it forced Team Skrlik to play the draw.
Absolutely.
And that draw did slip a little bit deep. I think they were hoping to have that one end up in the top of the 4-foot or top of the 8-foot. This just gives Kate a chance to come right down to this rock on the tee line and use the red rock to her advantage.
Close. Whoa. Daisy. Dave. You gotta go, buddy. Whoa. Straight. Whoa. 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 Nice.
You can see a little bit, hey?
3/4.
Yeah, okay. Hack.
So that freeze attempt there, coming a little bit too heavy, bumping the back one, the back red one, and rolling over. So opportunity here for Jerry Lynn and Team Skrlik here to a little soft way takeout and sit 3 back there.
Yeah, this end would have shaped up much differently had
Really
Ashton
hard.
Skrlik not be
Hard,
successful on her
hard.
tick shot
Hard
in the
to
first
not
shot.
nose
They
the
would have
front.
2 guards up there.
Hard.
That one you see on the edge of the 8-foot as we approach
Roll it.
the camera angle isn't a huge threat for Team Skrlik. And you know that was a great result, even though they weren't able to get the rock out of the rings in the 4-foot on the tee line there. They were able to remove the guard. So this looks like it's going to be max of a steal of 1 at this point, just after that successful tick.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a big thing about getting your rocks on the center line, and even just on that shot there by Jerry Lynn, even just the pro
Gotta
side
wait
of
for it.
if I'm missing, where am I missing? And I guess the tight side would be okay in that spot
Line's good.
to just remove the guard, and now basically
No, it doesn't
Kate
need
could
to
help
curl,
and
as
Team
long as you're
Sturmay
halfway.
got to replace that center guard.
Maybe a hair. Yep.
Yeah, if this guard is made well, you might just see Team Skrlik just elect to continue to peel the guard.
Still hack.
But they
I'll
have
open you
decided we're going to go after the rock in the house. Obviously, with that rock stationed right on the hearts there, be pretty tough to outcount that one. So she sees that one as the riskier option, and she's playing the hit and roll.
Yeah, same idea here with the pro side being the tighter side, and if she does wick the guard, then it wouldn't be the end result.
Close,
It'd be the
yeah.
worst result.
Yep. Yep. Hard to it.
Hard
Whoa,
sweep
whoa,
for
whoa.
Ashton
We're nosing.
Skrlik and Brittany Tran as they
Sorry.
come right to the nose, right through the port. Great result from Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, I think they were hoping to roll away a little bit, but even just
Backboard,
the way
back
that's sitting, it's half buried, and a pretty good result for Team Skrlik.
If you're Team Sturmay, are you worried about these red rocks all stationed in the house at this point?
I think deep down, yes, but the way the game is played out, and the fact that they simply just need a force here, or even a steal. So unfortunately, the force would be pretty tricky now. They need a pretty perfect freeze.
Gotta go. Whoa.
This one's really diving towards the guard again.
This one's going crazy.
Just a hair soft there. It's also a 15. I don't know if that was...
Just comes up a bit short, runs into the guard, and now it gives Team Skrlik a chance to potentially...
Yeah, interesting spot here now. Do you just peel the ones that aren't really guarding anything,
peeling
or
it this way.
do you oblige and throw a center guard? Probably not.
I don't know.
This is
I mean,
also not
you might
great.
see this as an opportunity to flip the switch and go for your 2.
Yeah,
We seen the two
Peel?
ends earlier in the
just half.
in the 7th end. They had a chance to get aggressive and look for more than just 2, but they elected to play the safer shot and they got there too. So maybe same kind of idea here is making sure we're able to score.
I think their thought process here is that any guard right now is dangerous to them.
Yeah, hard.
And the line call is
Okay.
not great as this rock stays in the center of the free guard zone. So a bit of a miss there from Brittany Tran.
Yeah, unforced error there, leaving actually a better guard. So opportunity here for Team Sturmay to make a little tap come around. Interesting that they're playing the intern again here. It's a pretty tight port. Obviously they must know this spot a little bit better than the out turn, but still a pretty tricky little hole to navigate through.
This one looks like it has a bit more rotation on it than the last one, and as it's hanging out. But it definitely has enough finish. They need the weight.
Oh, this is curling big time at the end here.
That's all good.
Just over curls a little bit, but stays for shot rock in the side of the forefoot.
Yeah, I think the nice part about that is
We'll get rid of this back one.
you sit shot rock, so now Team Skrlik's got to address that one in the ring. So you leave your center guard up, and that's really the end goal for Selena, is that if she has a center guard in her last, then she has a chance to steal or put a freeze onto force.
Yep. Clean. Clean. Good.
I know we had a previous game on this sheet between Team Scheidegger and Team Rock, and we noticed that Danielle Schmiemann might have had a rock that curled differently with those yellow rocks. It might have caught Heather Nedewin if they're throwing the same pair.
Yeah, certainly. I don't know what kind of rock info teams share this late in the event, but definitely we did find that the Danielle's second rock would curl a little bit more, and we kind of saw that right there in that shot where that rock just kind of went crazy at the end, and kind of heard Selena say on the mic it had no business finishing that much. So something to watch out for. Maybe we could have been watching that a little earlier, but.
Yeah, sometimes it's just whenever a rock does something that you're just not sure about. Obviously, you're thinking maybe it could be the rock, but it's just important if you're a thrower to be as honest with yourself as you can. If you threw it badly, you should know you threw it badly, and if you think you threw it well and you didn't throw it well, then you might not be doing yourself any favors.
So freeze attempt here for Selena, trying to set an angle on that red rock.
Close. Yes.
We got a little heavy here.
Whoa.
Maybe a little audible off the side one.
Needing this rock to carry a little farther.
It's actually not a bad little audible. It's one now that Kayla's going to go up and just peel the center guard and open up a shot for one, but Selena will be able to use that rock in the top 8 to maybe as a run back or some kind of tap back to maybe set up a steal.
Evan, would you ever use the guard you have in play now with this late in the end? Would you ever try to just toss another one into the forefoot?
Yeah, you certainly could. The risk to that would just be coming a little heavy and setting one to the back 4 and leaving a rock that Selena could freeze to on her last. So definitely, as Kayla mentioned there, a simple call for her, and they've been kind of playing this way, where just want to open up an easy shot for her at the end.
Mm-hmm. So you've seen these peels over curled a couple times this end already. And they've made it. And over the top of those two at the back of the 12-foot.
Yeah, great shot there. It was pretty tricky. There were some jam possibilities with that rock, so
I don't think you have to throw.
pretty good.
Like Kayla's done all week, eh?
Yeah.
She's made no mistake.
Leave her double really hard.
This is a bit of a tricky situation now for Team Sturmay.
Yeah, kind of a touchy little spot here. So they're probably looking to do a little tap back or a little run back, sit 2 points, and try and force. What would the best way to make this, you think?
I think you need to make sure you don't leave an easy double for Kayla Skrlik back, because like you said, if 1 point either way is essentially a toss-up, whether you score 1 or give up a steal, you might be more likely to play with a little more risk and try to score 2 or 3 to really seal this game. So important for Team Sturmay here to make that double as difficult as possible here.
Yeah.
Obviously making contact with that red rock in the forefoot, objective number 1.
And leaving both yellows around.
Yeah, leaving both yellows around to get the force. rock is... it's curling across the center line. It's pretty close. As it hangs around and both sit for first and second shot. Just a fantastic shot from Selena Sturmay. Rolling both of the yellow rocks behind corner guards. There really is no shot for two. So just a fantastic result from Selena.
I think end of the day, Selena was maybe hoping that Kayla would have to draw against two rocks, and that's exactly what's happening. So she gets a little area here. She might actually have the lead in the last end. So big shot here for Kayla. She's drawn for her 1 point.
And they've actually had her switch turns.
Yeah.
Just seeing that rock in the side of the 8-foot on the in-turn side might actually be in the way of the draw path.
Yeah, so just something in their eyesight that might cause a little concern.
That sounds good. Okay.
Just important for Kayla to settle down, make sure she puts this one right on the tee line. Gives this one to the sweepers. Like she's done basically all week. Sweeper's not really loving this one yet. Haven't put a broom down.
Nope. Really, no. No.
This one's got a bit of gas. They need to hope this one stops in the back of the 4-foot. And it does. So,
great shot.
Yeah, talking to that rock obviously helped there as Team Skrlik picks up a single point in the 9th end. Takes a 2-point lead into the 10th with Team Sturmay holding the last rock.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Welcome back to the 2023 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts. As we see there, we have one of our best volunteers in the house, Dee, with her chicken hat.
Early if you can, yep.
I think she's based in Leduc now, originally from Saskatchewan. Nice to see you, Dee.
Go high.
As we get into the 10th end, we're currently in the 10th end of our game on sheet B between Team Scheidegger and Team Hunkin. Team Scheidegger scored 2 in the 9th to take a 6-3 advantage going into that game in the 10th end. And Team Scheidegger is currently hitting to sit 2 or 3, potentially 4 in the house. So it looks like Team Scheidegger is cruising in that game, just to give you a bit of an update. Back to our feature game. We have a 2-point lead here for Team Skrlik. Team Sturmay looking to generate the 3 points to win the game here in the 10th.
Yeah. So how you can do that is you gotta basically you're gonna need corner guards. So you see a nice high one up first and look to stack on that side by throwing a tighter corner guard on that same side. And try and generate rocks in play to bring in at least a 2 and maybe even a 3 for the win.
Yeah, like you see that guard up there is optimal depth, I think, for Team Sturmay if they're trying to put another one around it, trying to get as much separation as they can between their 2 corner guards, just to make sure they leave as much space for Jerry Lynn Ramsey so she can't play the double peel. So we'll see Daisy Brown attempt to throw this one into the tight guard zone here.
If you're heavy, try and knife it. You have nowhere else to go. You gotta go. If you're in.
And Selena calling for Kate to knife it over. It's one of the new sweeping techniques to try to increase the amount of curl in this rock. This one slides deep into the house.
Yeah, so unfortunate miss there. So now Kayla has the opportunity to basically just have a free range of hitting this rock.
I don't mind throwing like normal at it. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I really needed that rock as a guard and to use it, but still need to be removed. So still a chance here.
Yeah, obviously you want to stay away from that corner guard as this is still in the free guard zone with the 5 rock rule. So you shouldn't see her get too close to this guard, otherwise this might end up having to be placed back. And she does get by.
Whoa.
And 6 on the nose. I think they were trying to roll over towards the center. Still a great result from Jerry Lynn Ramsey.
Yeah, we're able to remove that yellow rock, but by sticking around, it leaves something that Team Sturmay can freeze to. So.
Yeah, with that guard being as high as it is now and not being able to place the second guard around it, they're going to have to be very creative with that stone, knowing that Team Skrlik will likely be able to get around whatever they throw.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe need a freeze bump here at first, and then maybe eventually they can guard on future shots.
Yeah, Heather, go. Hard, Heather, go.
And
Again, looking
just
to
a little
knife
heavy
this one
here.
around, trying to tap that rock behind the tee line. It just doesn't quite curl enough.
Heel.
At this point, obviously, Team Sturmay would love to at least score her 2 points. So it's still in the realm of possibilities for her to maneuver some of these rocks around and score her 2 points. But it looks like Team Skrlik's just job, I guess, their game plan is just to try to remove as many yellows as they can.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And after this, if there's no more guards or no more yellow rocks around, then in the rings.
Roll it. Keep going.
Yeah, rocks are obviously Team Sturmay's friend, so we need, if you're Team Skrlik, let's roll all of these rocks out of the house if we can.
Absolutely.
Nothing to rest against. With that rock still being tapped over towards the tee line, though, it leaves Team Sturmay a chance to draw around and even rest against that rock if they're a little bit deep. I think they're trying to, their goal number 1 is to get behind the corner guard here, trying to get the rock into a place where Team Skrlik can't see it.
Yeah.
Line's getting better. Still curl if you can, yeah. Only if you can though, Heather. Don't have to if you can. Yep, hard. Whoa. Nice shot.
And a great shot from Kate Goodhelpson.
Yeah, good shot there. Might actually have to go the wide out turn route here in order to get rid of this rock with the angle on that.
Trying to do that.
Looks like it's almost completely buried behind the corner guard.
Yeah,
but like we said, it is a high corner guard, so it should be accessible at least.
Because you can see half?
Potentially with either turn.
No, it's like, yeah. Oh, it's like buried. Oh, yeah. Okay, well then we're peeling.
She made that call like there was no doubt that they should be peeling, but I think it's at least worthy of consideration.
Yeah.
You know, with that guard being as high as it is, peeling it, they can probably put a better guard back.
They might be able to, exactly, just put up a better guard. And with those rocks in the forefoot being pretty tailor-made double, it if obviously Sturmay's just looking for their 2, it's definitely more possible.
Jerry, hard, no, back one. Whoa, almost got you in the face there and died.
Bit of an eventful peel there.
Yeah, this is the Team Skrlik making an adventure out of that peel. But job accomplished.
Yeah, absolutely. Didn't quite catch the call here. It looks like maybe like a freeze tap on those ones in the forefoot. If they can set a nice pocket, leave the rock right in the middle, it'll be pretty tough to get rid of.
Yeah, they're going to make sure they use these rocks as much as they can. Just knowing that if they were to play a takeout, 2 is max, basically. So let's try to sit in front of these rocks.
You got to make sure you stick around here. Oh, yeah, no problem there.
Oh, and a great result. Tapping that one so that it's right on top of the face and sitting for second and third.
Yeah. And the nice part about that, so the angle there's really no double there because of the way that yellow rock on the side is sitting. If the rock only can be removed straight down through the rings, it can't be removed through the side through a half rock double.
appears that Team Skrlik has called a timeout. And oftentimes we'd see a coach or fifth person
Hair high's
come out for the timeout, but
yeah.
it appears that Team Skrlik is going to handle this one on their own.
Yeah, and if we want to pan to sheet B, we got a final.
Like,
so
I think no,
Team
then
Skrlik
we
was
put
able
jam
to
and go
remove
out.
all the rocks, and so no score there, but
Either way,
in the
like,
10th end. But we do have a Scheidegger win, so they win 6-3 with the final, and they will
Okay.
remain
Okay.
6-1
I like it.
as their final record.
So they'll be watching this game intently as this game
No, we
reaches
didn't call
its
timeout. Sorry.
conclusion. Okay, so apparently Team Skrlik did not call a timeout, but the timekeepers
Whatever.
have given them a timeout. So I think
Call one. We don't care.
we have fifth
Yeah,
person
it's fine.
Crystal
Deal?
Webster coming out and
Probably
at least giving them an option to talk to Crystal.
Yeah.
Team Skrlik isn't
obviously,
hurting for
but
time, so
Yeah, I think they got 5 minutes on
They
their
have
clock.
about 5
so
minutes
for,
on the
for,
clock.
For 4
If we
rocks,
ever-
or 3 rocks.
If
So
we ever jam,
they're okay
it's
on
the
time.
game.
let's listen in.
Like. Not yet.
We're just thinking like if we jam on that Ryan's game, or that's pretty easy to pick. This is never bad.
Yeah, we could pick it.
Because you can even roll into the side of this, right?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have a grouping here.
Okay.
For a double.
Yeah, fair.
That's safer.
Okay.
Okay.
Peel?
So Crystal Webster came down and
Half a
said, let's
rock?
address the rock that's in the top of the 8 foot. And we might get fortunate enough to hit and roll over and make a little bit of a separation between those 2 rocks and the side of the 12. I think it's a great call. It definitely allows Team Skrlik to reduce the amount of risk and rocks in play. They could have went after the rock in the side of the 12 foot as well, but they've elected to at least try to accomplish 2 things with 1 stone.
Yeah, two birds with 1 stone. I like this call, actually. If they can even hit a half rock, roll over, and even stick it on that yellow rock, you'll remove that red rock that's almost kind of as a side angle freeze, but
Whoa!
you'll be sitting the 2 and make your life tricky for
Ashton.
Team Sturmay.
Ashton! Ashton!
You need this rock to curl. And just misses the side of that rock. So gets the rock off the rock on the top of the 4 foot, but unfortunately they weren't able to remove the red. It just went underneath. So still an opportunity for Team Sturmay to generate some offense.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, the deuce is more than alive, but
Hair
they're
tight.
playing the freeze here, trying to see if they can even generate a 3.
Yep. You gotta go. Hard line.
A little bit more risk taking this shot on. If it's not made, it's
This rock's really
Easy.
working.
Gotta go,
Easy
Dave.
takeout.
Really hard, buddy. Hard. Line's great. Go, go, go. Hard. You gotta go. Keep going.
The
Go,
sweepers
go, go,
are
go.
right on this one as it is curling. But it is at least stopped on the right side.
yeah, absolutely. That's a great shot.
Right? What turn do you like? This turn or that turn? Probably this
Obviously,
one.
would have liked it a little bit more,
Peel?
curl a little bit less, and be straight on it. But the weight was
Yeah.
perfect there.
Watch the
Great
fly.
sweep by Daisy and Kate.
Yeah, that rock just over curling a touch, and we've seen kind of a pattern of that with Heather's second rock. Looks like Kayla Skrlik's just looking to hit this rock right on the nose, sit for shot rock.
Right.
I
No
think they are
nose.
just happy if they do end up conceding 2 and taking
Peel.
that hammer into the extra end.
Yeah, absolutely. Main objective here is to get rid of this yellow rock.
Heel. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa. Red.
Again, hoping for curl, wanting to stick around. And they do, so they stick around for shot rock. It allows Team Sturmay the opportunity to sit for second shot there as well.
Yeah, decision time here. Do you stay on the aggressive side and try and get your 3, or do you just make the nose hit and take your 2 points and try and go steal in the last in the extra end?
It looks like Selena has called a tap back, so they're going to tap the red rock back. or freeze.
Yeah, like
we'll
an
see. I
angle
guess we
freeze
couldn't quite
kind of
hear her microphone, but it does appear like they are looking to address the rock, but not actually remove the red rock from the house.
Yeah, I don't know if I am totally in love with this call. I think with the no tick rule, the steal and the extra end's totally in play. So taking on a little bit of risk here, but even just with kind of a half shot, the deuce is still alive. So.
Yeah, I think on top of that, the rock in the 12-foot, Team Skrlik can just decide, hey, I'm gonna just hit this one. It's basically wide open to remove as well. So some unnecessary risk, perhaps. This one's really sliding. And was not able to make contact with the red rock as it went through the house. So timeout called from Kayla Skrlik as she anticipates a takeout shot for her
I'm hoping
final
there's
stone.
something I can hit here.
Yeah, they're kind of looking at the angle here. It might end up kind of jamming on that side one, so.
I could absolutely hammer it.
It's just clipping the side of the red, which means it's going to redirect and have the potential to jam. So that might have influenced Selena's call there, thinking that this yellow rock might not be as easy as we had thought to remove.
From my angle, it looks like it goes
Either
pretty easy, but obviously.
Or we freeze, or we throw right here.
From the on-ice perspective, it
Yeah,
might look a little different.
Yeah.
We have Crystal Webster out here again for the second time out of the end for Team Skrlik.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. I think it's pretty straight. Yeah. Right here.
They talked briefly about playing the draw just to split the house and sit 2.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
but
get it a hair high.
Crystal quickly said, let's go for the gusto, let's play the hit, and leave no doubt.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Here we see Kayla Skrlik sitting down in the hack with a very shiny 6-0 record, looking to move to 7-0 by removing this Team Sturmay rock and punch her ticket to the final game tomorrow morning.
Whoa! Okay.
The rock's coming in. Unfortunately, just a little bit wide. So leaves Team Sturmay an opportunity to score at 2 points.
Yeah, a little bit of a broom explosion there. So maybe some debris maybe in the way of the ice. So quick little technical time to make sure all the debris is out of the way.
Yeah, for those of you at home, if you are looking to express some frustration, let's try to do that on the side of the sheet, not on the sheet.
Yes.
Easy.
So opportunity here for Team Sturmay to take advantage of the mistake there by Kayla and take this game to an extra.
Yeah, I guess, obviously not the best result for Team Skrlik there with that final stone, but they've played this whole game to get the hammer in the last end, and if it's a tie game and they have the hammer, they will retain the advantage. So it's important for them to just kind of chalk that one up to whatever it is and know they're in advantage. Last stone here from Team Sturmay here in the 10th. Selena calling for clean. As it sits fairly nonchalant. It appears like it might actually be only one. And I would imagine that regardless, they will measure this stone.
Yeah, measure it up.
The way they were calling clean, I would have thought they would have been right on the nose as that rock came into the house. Very nonchalant on the sweep.
Yes, Selena kind of pointing at the yellow rock, saying that it might be her. So it is close. So we'll get a little bit more excitement here in the last end. It's been quite the finish. So
yeah. Oh my goodness. You know what? As the week draws to conclusion, we have obviously nerves playing a factor and a lot of just events that you would never see just start to creep in and things that might happen. Obviously with that last rock miss from Kayla Skrlik and then this one following that.
So we'll watch the dial here.
For everyone at home, who do you think it is? Do you think it is red or do you think it is yellow here on the stream?
From the camera angle, kind of look like red, but you never know when you're on the ice. So just past the one there.
Obviously this would be, if it is red, it is a win for Kayla Skrlik.
Oh, it's pretty close.
Very close. I think he pointed at the red.
Pointed at the red, I think first go around looked like red.
They're going to go around once more.
That was really close.
As we have cameraman James helping us out, getting a nice read here. Thanks to James for all his hard work here, working the streams all by himself. The one-man camera crew.
There you go, good focus there, just before the 3.
Just before the 3 and just before the 3. They've called it red, so it is a score of 1 point. Team Skrlik has now advanced to the final of the Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts with a perfect 7-0 record. What a great finish there. As we wrap up round robin action, we will have the semifinal tonight between Team Sturmay and Team Scheidegger. That will be brought to you by Curling Alberta and Curling Stadium at 6:30 p.m. tonight. So stay tuned for that and have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Need extra space? We rocket storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the 2023 Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.